Resub time Dino dance.
Good evening, one and all. It's... what is it? It's Sunday, right? Honestly, with the run-up to Christmas, I lose track. All days a week stop mattering anymore. But anyway, it's time for us to jump into some more good old Warframe. At least that we can understand. Hello everyone, how are we all doing today? Wherever you are around the world. It is indeed Christmas Eve here in the UK. Also for various other countries, but not everywhere, fun fact. Just how it works, apparently. But it is indeed the 24th of December. That much we can agree on, unless you're, you know, in New Zealand or something, in which case, shut up. It's 24th of December here. Everywhere else is just faking it. But yes, indeed, we are back here on good old Warframe. I want to spin on the spot. There we are. I went to spin, but apparently I didn't have Warframe prioritized for the input. There we are. Now, if I do sound slightly off today, that'll be because of the cold. In fact, I'm hoping that muted it. I didn't actually double check to make sure that works. I'm hoping that muted the cough. So yeah. I have dosed upon medicine to deal with the potential headache. That is not there, thankfully, so I'm good on that side. To deal with sinuses, to deal with the cough, to deal with the pain from coughing. Most of that is handled, but coughing still works. Or still happens, I should say. But it's fine. I'm mostly good. Mostly good. Get better soon? Thank you. It's run up to Christmas. Of course I was going to fall ill. It's only fair, right? You know, just... nah. Don't forget to mute on load screen or were you going crazy hearing keyboard? No. I did fat finger the unmute there when I went to type. That's what happened there. Because I got a couple hotkeys set up so I can quickly access the mute when I feel a cough coming on. But yeah. So in the UK? Probably somewhere. It's a huge country, mate. I mean, it's not the biggest by any stretch of the imagination, but it's still hundreds of miles of country. We've probably got snow somewhere. Anyway, today, first things first, I've made a few changes to Lavos. You might notice that the colours on the shards to him have changed. I've swapped out one of the two casting speed shards for a single Talforge now. So he's slightly slower at casting than before, but still mostly the same. I've removed one of the armor shards, which just got the Talforged armor shard now. It's not the most necessary, but I like having it there. We still got the Talforged for Particle Velocity, but in the place of the two I removed, I've now got these two green shards, giving an increase to the max stats of corrosion status. And I gotta say, that's having one hell of an effect. Like, a seriously strong effect. So, we can certainly have a bit of a look as to how that's going. You two have a cold? Oh. Yeah, 'tis the season, eh? 'Tis the season. Hydroid Lavos? Kinda. Allow me to demonstrate, because I was actually a little bit surprised at just how effective this is. If I go to Survival Steel Path, and you see I've got Burson, I've got Latum, I've got Cronin. Interesting that I've got Cronin equipped rather than Glaive. There are other differences I was testing as well. Didn't get as much testing done as I'd like to because, well, I fell ill. It's been basically using as little energy as possible throughout the day so as to be ready for stream.
Hold on. I'm sending auxiliary life support.
But if I start doing things like that, and we'll notice that the enemies just kind of...
one last 12-hour
dying.
shift before Christmas.
Ooh, a 12-hour shift. I am not envious of that. Not at all. Thank you very much for resubscribing here, Betty. Bringing us up to 7 months on that. I do appreciate that. Thank you very much there. Like, I'm killing some of these guys just with my 1 and 3 abilities. Not gonna lie, for Steel Path, that's kind of bonkers. And then I can drop this as well, which creates a lasting area of effect of applying these procs. I mean, look at that. This guy is completely armor stripped and dying to my 2 and 3 combined. What is that? Since when does Lavos' 2 and 3 kill enemies on the Steel Path? Grineer enemies. Oh, that did not hit the number of them I was hoping for. Now, there is a downside to this, of course, that if I do not hit the right combo, then I will not get the cooldowns. Otherwise... Oop, nearly fell there. Otherwise, we're getting some work done. Which is honestly really weird. Well, it's not weird, it just feels unexpected. And Corvus stocks, and you're not sure I'll be killing them on Steel Path? Yeah, I mean... Just look at that! The ones which have a little bit of armor left, you can see the difference in them. Those extra procs are doing a lot of work, and it just carves through them. This is basically full Castellavos. I'm just straight up killing with abilities, and you can see the life support is holding as well. Like, I'm not getting nothing for the amount of input this takes. It just keeps going. Now this Overguard does hold on a lot harder. Not a lot I can do about that. Although I can dodge out the way of that. But eventually even they shall perish too. I did not get the bite I was looking for there. So we'll just status spread for a bit. The second ability, spreading so much status, feels so much more powerful with this because of the value of that extra corrosive. Lavos fashion? Cheers. Alright, first time on stream, welcome on in, not friend. Welcome on in. Okay, life support has gone down a little bit because I've not been too careful on my casting, so let's try and fix that. There we go. Nice wombo combo. Slapping through all of those guys right there. Oh, did not mean to roll. That put me past them. Ah. It's fine. A little bit of imperfect damage is fine. Big fan? Nice. Well, welcome in. Hope you enjoy the streams as much as you do the videos all the same, yeah. Oh, hey, Malice. We got an Acolyte incoming. Alright, let's deal with that. Roll out the way. Where'd he go? Honestly lost track of them. Oh, there they are. Now you see 8 corrosive procs on them is not enough to full shred their armor. I would need to have full green shards or one fewer but have a few Talon Forge to full strip Malice's armor. But you still see that I can kill him with just abilities. I haven't made a single weapon attack this entire mission. That's where Lavos is at with that change in shards. No subsumed abilities, no other weirdy schmidiness, no operator stuff. I have got viral procs coming out from my companion. That does make a big difference. This overpowered? I wouldn't call it overpowered, no, because life support is now going down. I'm only killing so much so quickly. That was a really bad use of my one, not gonna lie. I should not have used it on that Xmas like that.
Go to extraction.
I should do it. Oh no. That didn't count either. Should have done it on that group. There we go. Getting that recharge is so necessary for Castle Lavos. Because it brings down the cooldown so much. Nope, again, that was a bad cast. Verticality is not Lavos' friend. Overpowered is melee influence plus Exodia Force? Well, yeah, that got nerfed, didn't it? That has been removed from the game.
Haku Holidays Vican 18 Sip.
Yo! Elwolver, thank you very much for resubscribing there. Up onto 6 months, got yourself that lovely golden badge. And happy holidays to you as well. I do appreciate that, thank you very much. I just swung with melee and got 2 kills. Whoops. That was unintended. I am going to have to go towards live support here. I have not got a high enough kill rate to fully maintain this. And live support is actually 2 rooms away, that's unusual. Oh, it's this room. I'm moving back out of here.
Extraction is ready.
I'm getting a live support and I am going away. This room is not a nice one. This one's not a nice one either. The verticality around here does work against Lavos. That's just a fact. I did not get the resets I was looking for. So I'm going to push back towards this area, where verticality is less of an issue. Up is Saren, Green Shards, Venom Nose. Yeah, oh yeah. The Saren combo with the Green Shards is a match made in heaven. Everyone and their dog can see how that works. You don't need to be a genius on that. It's seeing the effect of just 2 shards on Lavos, making full caster approach at least viable. Because I still have not relied on my weaponry whatsoever, and I could combo that in. They don't just combo it in, I can use corrosive weaponry to full effect. So if I start adding the melee into the spec here, you'll notice there is a certain 240% buff on my screen. Oh, hi, Violence. So that 240% buff is giving me corrosive on my melee. Acolytes are weak to corrosive. Corrosive I have additional procs with. It starts stacking together. Means as a result, I can just kind of tear through stuff because I don't need to try and get a high slash output. I just have high corrosive instead. But not be killing them without shots. So without using status priming to really buff the damage, yeah. See, the difference between a full caster setup with these shards and without is that total armor strip. I'm going to need to grab some more of this live support because I've been focusing so much on the casting. In this area, not ideal. Here might be a better location for it. Depends on the spawns. Thank you, Time Lord, appreciate that. Now the awkward bit of survival where we wait for all the enemies to figure out which area I'm in now.
Our Tenno operative just found. They could not do this without you.
Sorry, I thought I hit the unmute. I'm trying to dodge having my coughs come through, but apparently the game just ain't doing that. Sorry. I tried to set up hotkeys quickly to not be coughing at you guys every moment I cough. Sorry about that.
Can't interrupt Ken if he interrupts himself for now.
Thanks for 100 bits there, Betty. Cheers. Yes, it's a cough key. Yeah. Come on, let's get. Now the only downside to this that annoys me is the thing that people have been talking about for ages, and that is the fact that I have to re-add corrosive to every single ability cast. D, come on. Why are we not just locking these in, or at least making it an option? Is this 2-hour endurance run? When have I ever done a 2-hour endurance run on stream, Drugstore? When have I ever been the kind of person to go, you know what would be great? A 2-hour endurance run. What I was saying before? Probably something about... Yeah, so we gain those hits. This looks like a decent area. We gain the combo hits to be able to keep up the ability casting. Although I said that and then immediately got it wrong. Look at that, how quickly I managed to go from one cast to the fourth to a second. I'm going to mix in the melees again. Don't know where Angst is hiding. They didn't come straight for me, which is a little bit annoying. There they are. Oh, and there they aren't. But you can see how I can just tear into them.
Critical life support levels. Extraction is your best option.
Are macros allowed by DE? It's a very grey area. I would recommend just don't. DE have not given very clear guidelines on it for various reasons, so I just wouldn't mess with it. Because even down to them saying anything that doesn't automate the game, it's like you can automate the game with very few presses. Depending on your setup, you really can do it very easily. So, at what point is this system going to be okay with it? I'm just not messing with that. You think about a macro to automatically add the elements after casting? Yeah. Again, I wouldn't want to risk my account over that. I just wouldn't. Like, there are light grey areas and rules, there are dark grey. That's getting into the dark grey. We don't know if D is going to be okay with that. Oops, Tedokai ran out just as I used that. That was unfortunate. I would like there to be a timer. A visible timer on screen on the Tedokai. Because I swear, the number of times I'll go to press it, and in the time it takes me to go from wanting to press heavy attack to actually pressing it, that's when it runs out. And so I end up just throwing away my combo. And that's not fun. Also, it doesn't apply on slide attacks at all. So if you do a slide heavy, you just lose your combo. Normal heavy attacks, slam heavy attacks, they count. Slide heavy doesn't. Not sure if oversight or just being mean to me. Would it be better to keep 1 Tau Shard, have them at 98% strip and get the same 5% damage boost of corrosive? That only works against ferrite. And then you only gain the damage boost for corrosive damage against them. Other things wouldn't have such bonus. So as much as you can do that, you are still creating weaknesses for you. In fact, you know what? Now we're about to hit the 15 minutes. I've demonstrated enough of just the sheer difference in capability here compared to normal Lavos. Let's pop out of the mission and do some math on that. On that very question. Because who doesn't love a little bit of Christmas Eve mathematics, eh? Let's cover that.
You are a blade. You exist to strike.
Because in a lot of cases, you're right, it won't matter. And then in a lot of cases, it will matter. Also, I see that during all of that, Queen asked for us to switch over to EDM, so I'll switch over the music now. Bop. Stark saying, finished ranking up all the weapons, everything game. Didn't get to Legendary 4, it says I'm 4,000 mastery away. Okay. Stark, do you have a Founders account? As in access to Excalibur Prime and the other primes that came with Founders. If not, that's definitely what you're missing. Alright, so let's break down some armor calculation. SL saying, we need a YouTube video of all the times on stream you broke out the notepad. Well, if someone wants to start clipping them all, sure. Like, always feel free to use the clip section, guys. You don't have to go all out on trying to make the fanciest clip and giving it the best title and sharing it to people and whatnot. But if you don't clip a moment, the moment is basically gone. You have an account on your Xbox in those Founders? Yeah, so there are Founder exclusives, which is why some people are able to access new legendary ranks before others. Straight up. Right, so, notepaddy time. Because I do love a bit of notepad. Corrosive procs. This is the topic at hand. So normally, max of 10 for 80% armor strip. And that is... oh, I forget. Is it like plus 8? No, plus 6% strip per proc? Yeah, it's plus 6 per proc. I don't care about other versions of Notepad. The basic Notepad works just fine for me, quite honestly. That's just 8 per proc. Okay, so the other bit of information we can start with here is Elite Lancers, because Elite Lancers are a very common unit for us to face. We'll have a look at Elite Lancers and Heavy Gunners for typical Grineer units. That gives us a standard but well-armoured unit, and then a heavily armoured unit but also a ferrite one, where Corrosive has even more of an effect. Elite Lancer, Steel Path will have, at level 101, so you've just started Steel Path. Let me just set the numbers on the wiki here. Let me do this correctly. It'll have 37,700 hit points. I'm just going to make that HP actually. And let me see, 2459. 6148 armor. By level, say 130. It's early end of the, late end of the Steel Path. That's like Sedna area. Steel Path stuff. This climbs up. So we'd have 43,538 HP. Let's put in the comma. And in terms of armor, it will now be up to 7524 armor. And then for Heavy Gunners, we could do the same thing. So heavy gunners, steel path level 101. They will have cloned flesh of 7380, which, incidentally enough, that's only about double. Only about double. But the ferrite armor, that's where it catches people. So that climbs up to 16224 armor. And at level 130, steel path. Let's see the hit points. Would be 89,663. So again, close to double the Elite Lancer. But that armor, once again, that's going to climb up. 19,604. Which is kind of a ridiculous amount, not going to lie. That is a lot. So in terms of damage reduction, we can put these into DR values. That is 95.3%. That is 96.2%. Be consistent here. That one is a ridiculous 98.2%. And all the way here, 98.5%. I think we can all agree that's a heck of a lot of damage reduction on their armor. Would effective hit points be more visible difference? Not exactly what I'm looking to go between at the moment, because the hit points is still going to be there. And then the effective hit points comes from the damage reduction, which is the one variable we're really changing. So it would show the difference more clearly between these base values, but we're going to be modifying them, so we don't need to do that calculation right now. Now here's the thing, with corrosive, we start applying corrosive to these. Let's go with the level 130s. Just so we're taking something that's a little bit more leveled up than base Steel Path, to be quite honest. We've 10 corrosive procs. The Elite Lancer armor is reduced by 80%. Which brings it down to 1504.8. I'm just going to call it 1504. And the heavy gunner will be 3921. In fact, yeah, I should round that up. So those respectively, that's going to be how much damage reduction? %, and 92.9%. So what we can see here is that applying those 10 corrosive procs, the damage reduction, it comes down, but it's not a huge amount. Like, we're getting a multiplier to our damage, effectively. Somewhere around about 4 to 5 times our damage. Yeah, it's going to be closer to 4 than 5 times, but it's in that kind of ballpark, which is why Viral is so damn effective. Because Viral can do pretty much the same job, whilst also buffing up things that don't worry about armor like Slash procs. But once we get to, say, 13 corrosive procs, so that is using a single Talforge shard to expand that. The Elite Lancer, it's losing now, what's that, 98% of its armor? It will still have 150 armor, which is not a lot. And the heavy gunner, oops. It's going to have 392 armor. This is really, really not a lot. That is 33% damage reduction, roughly, and 56.6% damage reduction. And that's at level 130 on the Steel Path. Now at that point there, a single additional proc is going to more than double your damage against a Heavy Gunner, and it's going to increase your damage by around about 50% against the Elite Lancer. At the same time, if you're using direct corrosive damage, well, first of all, the amount of armor left will be considered lower against the Heavy Gunner, not the Elite Lancer. And then you'll get damage bonus against the against the Heavy Gunner, but again, not the Elite Lancer. Because Elite Lancers, they use alloy armor, not corrosive. But that's still a significant impact overall. Now, when you're dealing with this amount of hit points, that damage reduction there, kind of worth dealing with, to be quite honest with you. That's kind of worth dealing with. Whilst that ferrite is there, if you're using slash damage, it's got a reduction. If you're using blast, it's got a reduction. Yeah, you get a bonus to puncture and corrosive. But puncture and corrosive aren't typically what you'd be looking for at this point if you're running with Lavos. You want heat, because the heat is the bonus against coin and flesh. Without heat procs, armor halved? Yeah, well, I mean, you can figure out the number from there, can't you? That's going to halve to, what is that, 196? Which is going to be putting you in damage reduction of 39.5%. So with a single Talforge shard, you would reach the point of nearly armor stripping. And for the majority of circumstances, that would be enough, I suppose. But if we cannot go down that Talforge route, if we got the space, we end up with +1 further, and that deals overall a greater effect. Now we could instead here go to Talforged. I'll be honest, I did not at this point in time want to go for the Talforged, because that's a lot of Talforged to put into Lavos here. I've already got 2 Talforged yellows here. That would consume another 2, plus 2 Talforged blues. That would be a 7 Talforged Lavos, which... would be a lot. Green shards? Yes, green shards. Talforged is a waste on green? It's not, for the reasons we've just been discussing, Nalador. I guess you've just arrived. Or have your own opinion without looking at the numbers. Now the other thing is that you've got the application against things like Acolytes or other boss units which can have their armor reduced by corrosive, but resist the number of corrosive procs on them. Acolytes limit you to 4 corrosive procs. With these shards, we increase that limit. With normal shards, we increase it to 8 with 2 shards. If I went for 2 Talforged, it would go to 10. So I'd be able to 80% armor strip a Acolyte just with corrosive procs. If I was happy to remove the Talforged blue there and put another green shard in, I could take that up to 13 and 98% armor strip an Acolyte with corrosive procs. There is that Gemity, except I can also put those shards elsewhere, and I can't undo shard fusion, which is a strange choice from DE, considering how limited shards are. Like, do they want us to enjoy these bonuses and enjoy the variety of Warframe, or do they want us to not enjoy the variety of Warframe? It's kind of hard to tell at times. Is there ever a time you wouldn't want to 100% strip armor? Yes. If you have a bonus to damage against that armor. Yes. So say with corrosive against ferrite, corrosive has a 75% damage bonus and ignores 75% of armor. If you reduce the armor to 0, you lose that corrosive damage bonus, whereas if the armor is 1 or more, you get the full bonus, even though the armor is basically non-existent. In most cases this doesn't apply. As Dave Security's pointing out there, Eidolons, it does apply. Because against the Eidolons, they have alloy armor. If you reduce that alloy armor to almost gone, Radiation still gets the 75% damage bonus and ignores the pathetic amount of armor that's left, but you basically have no damage resistance to deal with. So that allows you to get full power out of your Radiation setup. But yeah, you can just full strip the Eidolon as well and use not radiation damage against them. You can even still use radiation, it's just you don't get the same bonus. If I just bring up Eidolon Terror List, they are 50% weak on robotic to electric damage and still 25% to radiation. But by removing that alloy armor, you lose that 75% bonus to radiation. So if you can get the armor down to almost gone but not actually gone, then you get maximum value out of it. That's min-maxing. It really is. Getting the same. Green shards work wonderfully on mace with corrosive regulators. Do they now? That's interesting. So if I just grab my standard regulator, which is heat corrosive, it's a status of 10% my current setup. Cat snock at my door. One moment. Yes, yes, I'm talking in the room with the lights again, aren't I? Come in. Hello. Hello. Oh, you're cute. I can't be upset at you. Oh. Go on, take a seat. Is the radiator on? Oh, radiator's not on at the moment, so you won't have that to enjoy. Why are you headbutting me? What is it? Is the door shut downstairs again? I think the door might be shut downstairs. Bear with me. Bear with me. Yeah, I'll get to the fire rate and all the math in a moment. You guys start saying random words and I'll be with you. My cat needs me. I'll be right back. Come on, you. Do you want to go? Yep. Back in a moment, chat. Your time is not now, Betty.
We can take over. Our time is now, chat.
Nope. Nope, nope, nope. I am here. You can do not do any such thing, Betty, but thank you for the 700 bits. Ah. Alright, what did I miss? What did I miss? What? Okay, wow, I missed something. Sure. Camcat returns? Camcat's not going to return, no. She just wanted to be let in downstairs. That's all it was, but people keep shutting the door fully down there. Oh, F-King. There's going to be so few people who understand that reference, F-King. It's kind of wild. Alright, so. I think I'm okay. Might not need to sneeze just yet. We'll get ready for it. So do we actually get that full 29.6 fire rate, or do we spool up to that? I never quite remember how D represents this, so I'm just gonna have a look on the wiki information for Peacemaker first, because we want to know the real output we're getting here. Alright, so the rate of fire will ramp up from 25% to 100% over 3.5 seconds with firing. The rate of fire will reset if the fire button is released or if no gunshots are fired during a brief period of inactivity. Okay. It starts at 25%, rises up. That's fair enough. Yo! That Jover, thank you very much for resubscribing with your Prime here, up onto 9 months. Really do appreciate that. Thank you very much. I appreciate you on that. Okay, let's break this down then. Let's break this down. Did I have another pad open already? I did. Let's grab the one that's open. Let's effectively give us a new page here. Corrosive Mesa. So I'm just going to use my setup as is. It may not be the right setup for it, but it's got me some numbers to get us working, give us an idea. In fact, let me have a look. What am I using on that? Is it pure damage or 60/60 mods? It's using pure damage mods, so we could get more status out of this by quite a margin. It'll take me some formering, which would be annoying, but we can do that. Arxel Corrupted? Ah, that must have been for the circuit. So we can assume 120% bonus to this because we'd switch over to corrosive 60/60s. But that would also change the corrosive weighting. Let's do it properly. Let's do it properly so we know how this actually works out. There we are. Okay. Let's use that weighting there. So corrosive mesa, fire rate 25% to 100%. So we'll calculate on both. So see both. Fire rate base. We are looking at 29.6 in this setup. Status is 22%. Multi-shot is 2.7. Does it stay 2.7? No, it goes up. Let's see, total bonus on that will actually be 230, 290, so it'll be 3.9. Which I think applies to Mesa. Is Ken aware that Precision Intensified doesn't work for Mesa? I was not aware of this. Is this a confirmed thing? Maybe I don't want to get rid of heat? I might want to get rid of heat, might not, we'll see. But let's get an idea as to theoretically where this can come out to, and then where we can work on improving it further. If indeed there is need to improve it further. Yeah, so this gives us base information for now. At 25% fire rate, we get 25% multiplied by 296, multiplied by the 22% status, multiplied by the multi-shot. We're assuming max multi-shot because why not? Comes out to 5.77 procs. Sorry. Right, I know what it is. I know what it is, and I know how to fix that now. Fuck the setting. I realise what I've made a mistake on now. I know my mistake. I'm killing the hotkey, and I'll sort out the mouse another day. Right. Okay, yeah. So now I remember what it is. On my old mouse, the side buttons I had to configure differently, and they were replicating different number pad keys for the ones which weren't just registered by computers as alternative mouse button. This one, for some reason, the default is slash, and I typed a slash there. That's when it muted. Fuck's sake. Sorry about that. Poop. Anyway, now that we're no longer muted, at least when I'm writing on the screen, you have an idea as to what's happening at the same time. So yeah. At base, we start off with 2.4 seconds firing for full strip. At full fire rate, it becomes 0.6 seconds. Now, that is per target. Obviously, if we split up across targets, it's going to be slower still than that for an individual target basis. The problem with that 0.6 seconds, as quick as that may seem, 0.6 seconds per target. With Arcane Velocity, this is with the fire rate I am showing posted here, Dave. We're not doing a hyper build. This is to give us a grounding point and take it from there. Come on. Keep along. Tag will die long before full strip unless it's incredibly tanky. Welcome to Steel Path. Things get incredibly tanky. So let's look into that very claim there with Gidalix. Now, damage calculation for Mesa is an absolute fucking mess. It really is. It really, really, really is a mess. And why DE decided to make it such a mess, I don't know. Total damage is the base damage multiplied by 1 plus 150% multiplied by the minimum of the burst count, or 20 over 20, multiplied by 1 plus 1.5. Sorry, is this... Yeah, multiplied by 1 plus 1.5, multiplied by 2 plus 2 times non-conditional strength bonuses, plus conditional strength bonuses, close bracket, plus... and then it goes off the edge of my screen, I think. No, and there's multiplied by, not plus, multiplied by 1 plus elemental mods? I'm not even sure. Oh wait, no, there's plus damage mods hidden off the end there. And then that's all multiplied by 1 plus elemental mods. Which is an absolute freaking menace of an equation. As I'll say, for years, Galvanized Shot only applied 20% of its damage bonus to regulators. Was it a fixed 20% or 20% subject to the strength you had on? Because again, things are all over the place. DE's mathematics for Warframe is so absurdly convoluted, one has to wonder why they feel the need to make it so convoluted. It's crazy. Cheers, Queen. Spaghetti code? No, they say spaghetti code. Spaghetti code is when systems are so interconnected and befuddling that changing one part of it can modify or break seemingly unrelated parts. Classic example I go for is in EVE Online, when they tried to make a change to the AI of NPCs in asteroid belts, it caused player starbases to start shooting on their owners. That's spaghetti code. This is a case of DE going, let's just throw in random modifiers in random places rather than a nice standard set of equations. Yeah. Dave saying, if it's simple, would not need to watch you. I mean, I cover stuff more than just weird calculations. I cover things which other people just don't want to try and calculate. For example, how many of you here would want to tackle the coupon collect problem when it comes to solving how long it takes to get a particular Warframe set of pieces from a given RNG farm? How many of you would really like to tackle that mathematics versus watch a video where I give you the answer in 30 seconds per Warframe? Got a shot. Not optimal on Mesa. Once upon a time, no. Now, maybe. Needs testing. And retesting, because they keep changing things. Donald will say, my favourite is when Energize and other arcane cooldowns were changed to red, then Eidolon stopped moving. I don't know if that's quite exactly connected. I can't remember the patch notes, to be honest. But yeah. They'll say, honestly, I'll be fine with Mesa's strength just being straight multiplicative. Yeah, they've got a lot of scaling things going on with her. It's kind of pointless, as far as I'm concerned. What is this? What is this? Okay, you've got a really pointlessly long username. You are now just Y. Y asking, is there a reason to increase damage of build for iBoss if I'm already hitting cap of damage attenuation? I don't actually know how the damage attenuation on that boss works. I haven't tested it to verify if it is a hard cap or soft cap. If it's a soft cap, then you'd want to increase it to kill it faster, obviously. It's just you get diminishing returns versus a soft cap, and so you'd weigh up the value of such a bonus. If it's a hard cap, then there'll be no reason. But it depends on which kind of cap it is. I would expect a soft cap knowing DE, but I just simply don't know. As I say, I've spent a lot of bile testing melee crit shards on Violet versus Red. Okay. Do be aware that DE are still apparently figuring out how to correctly implement the crit shards. Especially the Topaz ones, which is bonkers, frankly. Bonkers. And again shows the requirements to codify things before they're coded. Yeah. Dave say, use Galvanized Shot of Mesa with 2 viral corrosive to viral or corrosive plus heat, but have arcane velocity. Okay. Good to know your setup, I guess. Somebody saying it's definitely hard cap. Okay. Again, I've not tested, so I can't give the information on that. Because someone can very easily tell me it's definitely something, and then be completely wrong. Through either listening to someone else who was wrong, or trying to test it but test it incorrectly, or just guessing. And I don't know who you are to take your word at any kind of gospel. Right, well, Merry Christmas to you too. Hope you're doing well. Vault buff with Violet Shards is crazy. Alright. Do I think they'll bring in more super hard secret bosses? No idea. No idea. Zom, it's straight from Fibonacci in the game. It's straight from Fibonacci. Cool Christmas Gold as well? Yeah. Yeah. Okay, let me see if I can make heads or tails as to where the Peacemaker damage is on this setup at the moment. So, base damage has a value of, doesn't say there, fuck's sake. Come on. Alright, regulator base damage is supposedly 50. Okay. It's a base of 50. Multiplied by, when it gets up to full bursts. Receives an additional damage bonus up to a max of 150% based on number of bursts. There we go. We'll assume we're at the full 20 bursts fired. And then it is... It's 1 plus 1.5 times 2 plus 2 times non-conditional strength bonuses. What do I use for that at the moment anyway? So that's a conditional strength bonus. So I just have the 55%. Alright. It's 2 times 0.55 plus conditional strength, which is 25. Plus damage mods, which I don't think I have on Regulator at this time. Nope. And then the total elemental bonus, which is all of this. I'm hoping I haven't accidentally muted during this time. No, I didn't. Good. Is this going to come out to anything remotely close to the number I'm seeing here? Probably not, because of the ramp up I'm using as well. Okay. And then I need to account for the multi-shot as well. I'm not getting numbers to match. I'm not getting the numbers to match. Sorry, trying to mute coughs. Someone say, there's someone talking about the Rinkan not doing as much damage as Care because Rinkan 2000. Sorry, couldn't get to that one in time. This is why I wanted the hotkey, but of course, mouse fucking hotkeys fucking shite. Ugh. Colds. Thanks, guys. Thank you. Gods. So, to be quite honest with you, I can't tell you how much damage Mesa puts out, because DE have decided to make the equation so damn fucking convoluted that I just can't tell you. I'll be quite honest. I don't know if the UI is telling me the truth or not. I don't know what's really going on with it. I just simply don't know if I'm looking at the numbers correctly. Because I've got conditional bonuses that apply, and then there's the fact that the fire rate scales and the damage scales in strange ways. I'm not entirely sure what I'm looking at. I'm going to try and run that equation one more time. Because I think I remember a detail I shouldn't have included. Yeah. If I take it out that. 50 times 2.8. What am I missing here? Peacemaker is... one plus 1.5 times 2 times that. No damage bonus because I'm not using one. Oh, Peacemaker is a hidden damage multiplier. No, I've accounted for that one. Yeah, that one's this one here. And the thing is, I'm trusting the wiki is correct on this, but it might not even be correct, so... fuck knows, quite frankly. Fuck knows. I'm just not going to keep trying with that one. It's too stupid. Let's just use the numbers we have here and call it a day. Or roll with it. The damage supposedly ramps up by 2.5 times over time. So let's use that. 1391.5 multiplied by 29.6 multiplied by 2.5. The multi-shot increases as well, so divide by 2.7 multiplied by it goes up to 3.9. Multiplied by the crit. Should have a theoretical DPS of 740k? Roughly? If that's to be believed, which at 740k, I guess heavy gunner will kind of be carving through it pretty quickly, theoretically. Peacemaker's nightmare to calculate? Yeah, very much so. Very much. Joe's saying similar abilities for strange. Okay, yeah, you guys are going on a lot about the 60 eyes. I'm just going to point out for anyone curious as to the limits of fighting the Steel Path super hard mode boss that has been added recently. I don't want to keep calling it 60 eyes. Its real name is the Fragmented One. Let's just start referring it properly. The Fragmented One. So the Fragmented One, I have seen evidence of someone who's fought it solo using Sevagoth and won. And I've seen a group of 4 Inaruses who fought it and won. 4 Inaruses fought it and won. Now yes, they did go down multiple times. People needed to be revived. There was a use of Vazarin in places. But that just goes to show that it is possible. You call BS on the Inaruses? I've seen the stream of it. It was streamed. It's real. It happened. Flo saying, did 2 runs with just damage as it's supposed to do, but Felix seems to be getting just 8 to 10 times. Sorry, what? Hold on. So Flo saying I did 2 runs with just damage and elemental mods. Fenwar consistently got the 21 times damage that it's supposed to do, but Felark seemed to be getting just 8 to 10 times damage. Any clues as to why? No, no clues, because I haven't tested it. Your guess is it might be related to multi-shot in some weird way. You would see something happening on the Fenwar if multi-shot was indeed the case, one would assume. So I don't know. Am I currently testing at the moment? Good question. Yeah. We got on a bit of a tangent here about people saying, oh, Emerald Shard's amazing, Mesa, and others going, no, Mesa bad, Mesa not targeting enough. And then others saying, oh, but the damage is enough anyway, so stop quit fucking whining. Quite frankly, I feel like we keep on having complaint creep rather than people trying to actually find an answer to anything. I have noticed that naysayers have a tendency to find reasons things won't work rather than reasons things would work. And, well, if that's you in life, stop. You are actively sabotaging your ability to enjoy anything. Pure and fucking simple.
Their rage is vehement, their focus.
If you are the kind of person to find all of the issues before allowing yourself to appreciate something, you are an active problem to yourself. Get over it. And if you can't get over it, get help. Can we fire at this guy, please? Hello? Why is Mesa just not firing at things? What the hell? Okay, that's nice. Have to aim at their crotch? Right. Been a while since I played this game. Honestly, kind of hard to tell if we need anything more on her. Like, does she need the shards? Does she really need the shards? Hey Raptor, I'm feeling like I have a cold the day before Christmas. How about you? And it doesn't look to me like she needs any shards. Come on, actually come through the doorway. I'm specifically not using radiation, so they shouldn't get busy shooting each other. Pile through, you morons. Oh, it's fucking Thagomizer, that's what it is. They're all stopping to shoot the damn cat. They would be pouring into you if the cat doesn't keep running in! There we are, it's down. They should have come pouring in for a while now. Theoretically. That's a theory. Should be commands for pets. Who knows? Maybe they'll add that in the companion part 2. One could dream. No, they're actually just not pouring through this doorway. I can see them all on the minimap, and they're all just kind of fucking around here. What are you guys doing? Threaten me! Yeah, I'm not sure any kind of Emerald Shard is going to help us here, because have a look at the procs we're actually reaching. I know it's hard to see, so most of you actually probably can't see that. But these things are dying on fewer than 10 corrosive procs. Which means a cap increase isn't going to do it. Yeah, a cap increase ain't going to do anything for us.
Fail if that ain't the tagline for Warframe these days. Come on, threaten me. I recently made Saren fully strip armor and now she's Exterminatus incarnate.
Yeah. Okay, that Xmas unit is surviving long enough that it would have mattered. But that's because it's a bloody Xmas unit. Gorilla, thank you very much for resubscribing that 18 months, 1.5 years to supporting this channel. I really do appreciate that. Thank you very much, Gorilla. And I hope you're doing well. This wonderful Christmas Eve. Oop, need to get out of that. Torment is coming. That's gonna hurt. Ugh! Oh my god, I'm being stun locked.
When you need it, extraction is ready.
I don't want to deal with this. I'm just gonna leave.
Extraction is your best option.
I just don't want to deal with that. I'm just gonna leave.
Your will was
Yeah, you can build armor strip abilities into Maze, so that's fine, yeah. Mining shards, after all, can use them, yeah, against very specific units. Sure. Yeah. I'll be honest, I'm not the biggest fan of just using Mesa in general. Cloud's opinions. Against Steel Path level 1, more than 1k, honestly, that side of the game doesn't exist to me, and frankly, it shouldn't exist. Dare I say, the ability to face level cap and the general pressure of those who want to face level cap or just endurance stuff has led to further imbalancing in Warframe. It really has. General imbalancing and power creep is insane in this game. It's ludicrous. Look what they have to do with the super hard boss, as it were, to try and make a threatening fight. Absolutely ridiculous damage output, complete ability nullification at times, and ability lockout at times. Attacks which are just barely telegraphed, huge amounts of screen shit, quite frankly. Damage reduction out the wazoo. That isn't just damage reduction, but damage attenuation to the point of making you wonder what's the point of even adding some damage to the situation. Talking about hard fighting Sanctum Atomica? Just then, but in general it's kind of pointing to the issues. To clarify, you don't aim for level cap. Level 1000 plus happens to you enough in the circuit to plan for it. In the circuit it's different, and if anything even more broken. Because in the circuit you primarily will get damage boosting decrees. You can get the armor ones. The armor ones are great-ish, but if you're not health tanking it doesn't matter at all. And if you are health tanking, there's a mid ground to it. But with the circuit, you have some serious damage buff just from your intrinsics, and then from the decrees. You have enemies which are, a lot of them, unarmored, and are designed to just kind of fall over. So the levels make even less sense than they normally do. Warframe is not a balanced game. It's really not a balanced game, and for those top levels, you're extrapolating to complete absurdity. It doesn't make a lot of sense, and the very fact that people engage with that, or even can engage with it in the first place, just adds to the ludicrousness of it. Oh, since never get licks, but it gets worse over time is what I'm saying, not better. It's like our Steel Path. Steel Path is level 100 higher than the normal mission, but then also all armor, health, and shields are increased by 150%. So 2.5 times higher. So the enemies are 2.5 times as tanky as they should be for their level, without having the damage bonus on it. And you have to wonder, why is there this disconnect between the damage output of the enemies and the tank of the enemies, especially when the two use different scaling curves anyway? Most importantly, enemy spawners increase. That's a separate part of it. My point is the levels. Levels means so little in this game. So very little. It's just another scaling modifier. Even within the same mission, enemies will vary plus or minus a few levels at any given point in time. Yeah, Wise Kick, I agree. And that's the thing. This is a trend that comes up in a lot of games. It's by no means just a Warframe thing. Lots of games have this issue of declaring levels, and the levels are fucking meaningless. I mean, truly, completely meaningless. They can give you some rough guide if you already know the answer, but that's not the level giving you the answer, that's you having the answer and attributing it to the level, which is backwards. It feels like it's correct, but it's actually backwards. At the very basic functionality, a level should indicate what level something is on. If you have one thing of level 5 and another thing of level 5, hey, what do you know? They should be the same level. Not one of them up here and one of them down here, because level 5 doesn't mean level 5. Where a level 5 can face a level 100 because they're actually the same thing, because levels. Decide. Is it levels, or are we just throwing numbers out there because it looks fun? It's a genuine pain point. In this game. Sorry, what? Hey, Seditious, are you on the stream here at the moment? Let me know. Are you watching the stream? Or did you just randomly DM me out of the blue someone somewhere? I'm really curious here, because one of two things has just happened. Either Seditious is here on the stream and decided, yeah, all those other people talking in the stream chat, I can do better than that. I'm just going to DM the guy directly, which is not a good idea. Or this is literally just some random, hey, have you seen inside of someone's orbiter? So which is it, Seditious? Did you feel you were too good for Twitch chat? Okay, you know what? I'm just going to start ignoring people. You guys don't get to join me for anything. Fuck off. Quite frankly. Don't be doing that. No one thinks you're cool. No one thinks you're clever. Don't do that. How's it going? I'm alright. I've got a cold. I'm ranting about levels, and I got people who think that they are too good for Twitch chat, but you know, there's otherwise that. I love when you see insane damage builds or level cap, you just put Terrify on anything, strip enemy armor and kill them with anything. Yeah. It is what it is, really. This game's not balanced. Like, there are difficulty spikes and progressions, and you can experience them. But the very fact that you can set up things to just go so hog wild that the fucking level cap of the game is casual entertainment for some people is kind of ludicrous. Just ludicrous, really. I mean, the in-game content's always been an issue in Warframe. It's not the lack of in-game content per se, it is the sheer difficulty to the impossibility of balancing this game. To balance Warframe at this point would require Warframe 2. That's it. There is no single change nor group of changes that can be made other than making Warframe 2. To sheer balance it. David say, I think it not being balanced is half the fun. Power creep the game makes it different. I mean, you can have strong things without it being unbalanceable. Those are two separate things. Those are indeed two separate things. White's asking, why does the boss take so little damage without armor? Yeah, it is damage attenuation. The extent of which he doesn't give us any information on. Just there's a damage attenuation, deal with it thing. Yeah. I feel a cough coming. Power Group generates revenue? Unfortunately so. Unfortunately so. Dave say, Warframe 99, could there... Wait... Okay, what is this typing? Yo, you have time. You can review a message before you send it. I'm gonna be snide in the moment. Warframe 99, could something their way of making a more balanced game... I think what Dave is trying to say is, Warframe 99 could be their, spelled T-H-E-I-R, way of making a more balanced game mode, which is another way of saying Warframe 2. Much like how Duviri was Warframe 2. It wasn't Warframe, it was something else related to Warframe next to Warframe, but not Warframe. Get 5 drinks in? Fair enough. I am 76 minutes into a stream with a cold, so... yeah. So it does, but there's no way to, in a single Twitch stream or Twitch message, properly cover the sheer breadth of the subject, yeah. Wise kick. Cheers. Backry was because a lot of players refuse to use new thing if it isn't better. That is part of it, yes. That is part of it. You gotta give people in a live service game something to continuously reach for, because why would they reach for it if there is not something to reach for? Bigger numbers is a simple way of giving someone something new to reach for. You want the in-game music? Sure, yeah, why not? Why not? I mean, Hellfire, we do it with the shards. We look at the shards and we go, yeah, but what are some of these buffs even supposed to do? And so then just don't use those buffs. Absolutely. You like Big Number? Oh yeah, I like Big Number as much as the next guy, sure. Well, let's not pretend any part of it is balanced, and it leads to its own issues. Because just look at the nature of some of these we get. Open up the coalescent. Gain ability damage on enemies affected by electric status. A multiplicative bonus. Not that it says that, it has plus 10%. Which specifically boosts your ability damage. Cool. Gain plus primary electricity damage, which is modded bonus. Gain additional plus 10% per Crimson Azure or Violet Arca Shard equipped. I don't know if that includes the shard you're using to get that buff. Not sure. It doesn't say per other, so one would assume it would include the shard, but D isn't known for technical terminology, so we don't know. Not without testing. Gain plus 25% melee critical damage. When max energy is over 500, the damage boost doubles. Cool. That one should be pretty clear. Again, one has to assume there's modded melee critical damage, but I haven't checked it. And then health pickups give plus energy, energy pickups give plus health. Basic equilibrium stuff. How hard can that be to code? Right? But there are various power levels within what we have there. This one is actually an alright one for having multiple different areas it applies to. We've got again the multiplicative ability damage on radiation, gain health, max health per enemy killed with blast damage, regenerate +5 shields when you afflict an enemy with blast status. And then, oh, wanted these. Toxin status deals more damage, recover health, gain more damage on corrosive proc enemies, and increase max corrosive procs. Lots of options we can work with. Blast sucks though. Blast does suck, which is why the shard tries to give you a reason to use it. I'm going to say, by the way, my girlfriend decided to start playing this game with me. Should I start introducing her to your videos as tutorial material when I can't teach her? Well, yeah. They're guides. They're designed for that. Yeah. Last shard is Band-Aid. I agree. I agree. I don't know if they intend for there to be stronger elements and weaker elements to make modding design simpler, or if they intend every element to have its place. I really can't tell. Why didn't they make the new enemies weak to blast? They chose radiation to mix with Corvex. I do think they specifically chose radiation because of Corvex. That would be my guess. Yeah. Alright, take care, Solomit. Have a good one. Have a good one. Yeah. It's unclear what D intend to do with the different damage types, or if they have the time to really focus on that thought. At the end of the day, live service games gotta keep on pumping out the content to keep people engaged and interested. Sure. Blast is for use against the infested, is it? Not the infested in general. There is, like, one infested creature you'd care to use Blast against? Yeah, one. Someone's saying D should split viral status effect between other elements for various health or factions. No, I think breaking up health into this health, that health, the other health, I can see that going poorly. I get where you're coming from, but I can see that going poorly. Off topic, Ken, do I play BG3? I haven't got around to it, no. Monster Hunter series? Never played it. Just one damage to do actual damage, not just another element for primers. I mean, you could use various damage types in general, yeah. Surely with Nova Math, how much duration is needed for 18 North Star particles? That's a struggle. Yeah, it's about the particles. They scale with duration, don't they? Does it scale just normally? Looks like. So you need 18? That'll be 300% strength, yeah. There you go. 300%. Yeah, they could have made Corvex Blast. I think people would have been more upset if it was Blast though, because then it would, as Warframe, apply in a limited number of places, which should be problematic for their brand new shiny frame. Again, we got history upon history of Warframe kind of stacking against DE's hopes there. That's what I'm seeing. Multi-efficiency is additive for modded duration? Yes. Yeah, multi-efficiency doesn't give you a multiplicative bonus. No, not at all. What green shard buffs are these? So these are to give max stacks of corrosion status, which means that 14 procs total armor strip. That's what that is. Why does nobody ever bring up the Tenet Spirits? People bring it up. It's just, there's only so many weapons in the game that you can mention in a single breath, mate. As I'll say, Steam is nuclear generator. How's that work if he does blast procs? I mean, explosions can be blast, you know. Boom. But yeah, they could have gone any which way. They decided to make the damage of him radiation to meet his... He's some kind of nuclear reactor frame theme. And because of that is why I believe that the Murmur are weak to radiation. Because their new frame was radiation based, and they needed to say how that was good against these. Why they didn't do radiation and blast? Now that's anyone's guess. They could have given the Murmur weaknesses to both radiation and blast, or given it more to radiation, but still a chunk to blast. They could have. They didn't. So, God knows. Who knows? Interesting, you thought I'd use the plus 10% ability damage if enemy is affected by corrosive. Yeah, so this opens it up to use it with any kind of armor strip rather than just straight ability damage. Only really this is considered for the ability damage, and quite frankly 10% doesn't actually sound that amazing to me. Huzzah! The enemy has a corrosive proc on them, I get 10% more damage. 10% just doesn't seem that amazing to me. Compared to, hey, now we can complete the armor strip. With any sort of corrosive output. I can use a Chronon Prime on corrosive. In fact, the Chronon Prime here is modded for viral slash. But then it also has melee exposure to add corrosive to that. It applies after mods? Okay. I didn't say it didn't. But what are you trying to say with that, Gorilla? You're saying that like that is an important and valuable contribution that shows how impressive and powerful it is, or maybe you're referring to someone else's message and didn't add them, I can't tell. But I think you're talking to me there. 10% is 10%. When a single status proc is double, just 10% is not exactly singing praises. Also, his level only has 117% strength. Doesn't matter if I had 600% strength. A 10% bonus to that, if you're comparing it to 10% strength, you'd go, yeah, well, that's a huge increase. But if you're comparing, which you should be from the damage you have to the damage you would get, it's a 10% increase. If it's 10% more than that double, oh my god, I'm talking to a fucking wall! Holy shit, Gorilla! I don't think you're even trying to make a point other than that 10% is 10%, and I understand that 10% is 10%. What point are you making? At what point does this grow from you saying it's 10% to going, right, so now it's actually valuable and interesting and useful? Holy Lord above! It's 10%! It's like you're putting 10% onto the Stug. It doesn't matter how many mods you have on it, it's still the fucking Stug. 10%. Cool. Amazing. Not even double. Yes, it stacks onto other things. Congratulations. It's also the opportunity cost of a shard, which can do other things such as total armor strip. Hooray! 10% more damage. You know where I can get 10% more damage? Applying a fucking viral proc. That's 100% more damage. On the first one. I can go ahead and get additional strength from all kinds of places and not have to spend the shard, and I'll get my 10%. So what's the value? Finish your point. Diabetic Coma, thank you very much for the 10 gifted subs there. Going out to Zomtronics, MB Deity, to Sayer, to Mindless Titan, to the Jester, to Retro Gamer Rage, to Avantus Dax, to Samvade, to Eminix, and Jazz Banjo. Betty, I really do appreciate that. Thank you very much for the 10 gifted subs there. Cheers. So as you just got the subscription there, if that is the first time you're getting a subscription on this channel, make sure you are also connected up between your Discord and Twitch accounts so you get the full benefits of that, connecting you into the supporter T-Lounge as well. Always happy to help. Thank you, Betty. Appreciate it. Merry Christmas to you too. At the end of the day, 10% is 10%. A full stack of the shards would increase the damage output by 50% conditionally. You're mostly just curious since you've been theory crafting for the last 2 weeks. Well, congratulations. In all of your theory crafting, I'm going to read out to you the results of your theory crafting. Interesting. I thought you'd use the plus 10% ability damage if an enemy is affected by corrosive. It applies after mods. And when I point out that a single proc gives double, effectively 100%, you go, yeah, but 10% more of that double? Question mark? If that's 2 weeks of theory crafting, well, you have fun with that. You have fun with that. Fair enough, Sodom. The stock is still shit. Have fun. Have fun. There you are. At the end of the day, Lavos' greatest asset in terms of being able to deal significant damage to high-level enemies is being able to get status onto them and remove their defenses. And in terms of removing defenses, he can mag proc things all day and go with toxin damage. For non-shielded enemies, it's armor strip or there's not really an enhancement he can rely upon. That's the long, short, mid, and all of it. By including these, I no longer have to consider any other form of outside armor stripping. Lavos can just do it. And as we showed earlier, we can indeed go for a single Talforge one of these and get to 98% armor strip, which would be close to the full effect, but it's still a significant amount of armor on stronger enemies on the steel path. So getting that full strip has a notable effect. Any suggestion for the Lure Spy? Limbo. Yeah, grab Limbo, walk through stuff. Limbo is very, very effective at it. So that's pretty much it. Once you've done it enough, you'll learn how to use other frames, if you want to use other frames for it, but Limbo would just walk straight through. Right. On a different note, I realise I've not done any Cavia bounties today, and I've been skipping them out a lot because I've been, you know, dealing with Christmas and illness. What do I say is the threshold for leaving the 2% dealing extra damage for the type instead of full stripping? Reaper, it depends on if you are dealing damage through corrosive, or if you're just happening to get corrosive procs on the enemy. Yeah, he's struggling. If you're just getting corrosive procs on the enemy and then damaging them with something not direct corrosive damage, the answer is always full strip. If you're using corrosive primarily to damage the enemy, and you're against enemies where the armor doesn't get to, say, 20,000? No. 40,000. If you're against enemies with less than 40,000 armor, then the 98% strip is going to be worthwhile. But beyond that, you'll want to go for the full strip. I'm not sure on the exact value, but 40,000 armor seems to be about right in my head. The thing is that rather than min-maxing that though, because you're not usually going to be against enemies only with ferrite armor, you can instead have that 14th proc and deal with all armor. So whether it be ferrite, whether it be sinew, whether it be alloy, you just deal with it all entirely. How to reach full strip? That is not a complete question, sorry. You thought Warframe was simple? You're wrong. Yeah, just you were wrong.
I have
All right.
small to do what you do would vex my sanity, Tenno.
Oh, I managed to get to the mute. I managed. Nearly killed me in the process, but I managed to get there. I don't want to be coughing through the microphone all the time. Alright, Cavia standing. Let's get some of this, shall we? Done.
We appreciate.
Maxed out the standing for the day. Don't need to worry about that anymore. Oh. There we go. That was one of the few frames to try Melon due to his bonus non-damaging procs. Oh yeah. I think that's something that a lot of people forget about Lavos, is that whenever he applies a non-damaging status proc with one of his abilities, it applies it 3 times over. So Ophidian Bite here normally just does Toxin. Toxin is a damaging status proc, so it'll do a 1 Toxin proc. But if you put Corrosive into it, then it applies 3 Corrosive procs. This deals cold, so apply 3 cold with every instance that it's applying cold. You put Corrosive in there as well, 3 cold, 3 Corrosive. When you leave that trail, enemies stood on it. 3 cold, 3 Corrosive. Next second, 6/6. Next second, I think it caps out the cold at 8 these days. I forget the cap on it. Capping 8 cold, and we're up to 9 on Corrosive. Quickly growing from there. You can add it on with these, and this will tick a couple times as it passes through enemies. So between these two, if you dash through them and then quickly throw that at them, not only are you recharging your stuff, but also you'll have the full amount of Corrosive on them. How do you keep the original element of the ability? Yes. Hey Shin, sounds like you've not actually watched my guide to levels. Exclamation mark levels for the link on that. You do Corrosive in every weapon, fair enough.
Accept your
That's what you feel like doing?
and you
Yeah, look at these guys. Look at the amount of Corrosive procs on them. If I do this as well, he's full armor stripped. And therefore very easy to kill. With the extra shards, it is very easy for me to drop that. And look how quickly those procs go up. He is just completely devoid of armor there. That puts him up to 10 procs with that combo. Do this. Oh, he just died. Sheer amount of damage from it. He did not live. Just skating past her there. Ah, she's not stood on the effects. But it's fine. Still 9 procs did a lot to her. Didn't I actually kill him there? So this is how it's a lot of casting for all that Corrosive. Don't get me wrong, but the results mean that we don't need any other external source of armor stripping. The only real downside, I suppose, is if you're trying to deal with an enemy that's right in front of you, you end up dashing away from them. But you can use it to initiate. Dashing in, go through a group, explode the area. Armor stripped. Did I change the keybind to my abilities? Nothing I can think of. No. What makes you ask? Is there any reason to use Contagious Cloud, Contagion Cloud and Sauron? I don't remember what Contagion Cloud is, sorry. Genuinely just do not remember. Now, the reason armor stripping is such a big deal is because it's basically the entire defense of Numenera. You take out their armor and you can kill them with near enough anything, quite frankly. I literally only cast abilities on that guy. Have I defeated the fragmented one? I have fought it successfully once in a group. My tip is don't do that. Just don't. And if you still want to do it, then I encourage you to figure it out. As an exercise to the viewer. It's meant to be a challenge, so make it challenging. I don't find it fun though. Yeah, the armor strip capability of corrosive procs really comes online when it gets that full effect. It makes such a difference, but it's only if you can actually put out enough to get that gap. If you're only getting to 10 procs, then there's no change for you. No benefit. There's a sheer frequency of Lavos' ability casts that allows him to get that full effectiveness out there, plus the fact that he triple applies corrosive. On kill with Toxic Lash creates a 5-meter cloud of toxic deals 300 damage per second for 12 seconds. With double damage melee kills. Oh, right, yeah. So the augment for Saren's Toxic Lash. It's a pile of shit, don't use it. Just don't use it. There may be a niche case where it is in fact not a pile of shit. That is a very manufactured niche case, and it is not worth consideration. It's actually not worth using. Why are some of the enemies behind me all of a sudden? I've been carving my way through them. Where did these come from? You're very welcome, Include. You're very welcome. Seriously, where are all those enemies coming from over there? What the hell? I swear there shouldn't be this many enemies here, considering I just cleared through this room. Twice. Might not be paying enough attention. That was a wasted melee attack. I did not mean to do that. You gonna perish? Yeah. Smack. Oh, apparently that wasn't Tenokine, it used my combo. Thanks, game! I used a heavy attack when I had the Tenokine and decided, yeah, that wasn't a heavy attack. We're going to steal your combo now. Thanks. Steeljaw, thank you very much for subscribing at 11 months there. Good evening and Merry Christmas to you as well. I hope you're doing well. I accidentally just put in gas. Oh, balls, it's too late on the Tenokine again. That needs a timer on it. That needs a timer on it. Ugh. Why would they make a time thing and not give a visual timer? I don't get it. That's just daft. Which Tenokine mod am I using? Good question. Good question. Don't know. We'll find out together in a moment. There we go, let's get out of here.
Well done. Now get to extraction.
So yeah, it's not as simple an armor strip as with some Warframe abilities, you know, literal actual armor strips. Because we still need to apply all those corrosive procs. But the fact that we can do it means we don't need to have an armor strip ability. It opens up room for other options.
As you conquer the foe, so you conquer yourself.
Ah, there we are. Synex's Overguard Augment trivializes the fragmented one fight? Yeah, pretty much. Yeah. With Tenokine, there's no need to build for heavy attack 1 up speed, right? Correct, yeah. So let's see, what one was I using there? Yeah, it was the 4-second one. Because it also gives melee range increase by 3 meters. Which is very nice for having a lot more of an effective area on it. Yeah. Everyone's your favourite one? Yeah. Maybe we should invite the rest of the chat to know what you're on about there, Tom, shouldn't we? Let's see here. If I create a whole new setup, which one needs to have a setup?
Merry
That's good enough.
Christmas.
Ah, thank you very much, and Merry Christmas to you too. Thank you for subscribing with your Prime now at 1 whole year of it. Cheers indeed. Oh. Appreciate you. Flo saying, there is a visual indicator on the Telecom though. The symbol that pops up gradually gets bigger as time gets shorter. Yeah, that's not a visual indicator that's a timer. That's just a thing that is moving. That is about the same as having a timer where, well, actually, the colour changes in hue from red to off red over time. Like, how am I supposed to know where on the timer I are with that? That's not a timer. A timer would tick around the circle. Time would have some clear point of when it reaches this point, 0. Out. Yeah, colour drain to the bottom of the knife. There are all kinds of timers in this game, visual timers on screen that aren't numbers. We have them all over the place. The combo meter is the most clear example of that, which, funny enough, is the same weapon category. Yeah. Alright, so, would be... Nope. That's what we're wanting. Alright. Let's just slap that on somewhere. That'll do fine. Will that be okay? That should be okay. Oh wow, I've just not used that before. We'll fix that in a moment. Who doesn't love a little bit of growing power? That should do. Actually, having done that, do I actually even need... Yeah, it'd be nice to leave it there anyway. I do that. Nah. Might as well leave that on. Do I want that? Is it even important? Yeah. Crescendo? Yeah, I've been playing a bit. Fuck it. I don't actually care. We're just screwing around on this. I thought I ranked up a mod on the mods equip screen and it ranked up a different one. How the fuck does that work? Whatever. Zom, you want to join me? Assuming you're in a position to do so. This is your thing that you introduced to me after all. Let's swap that out for Glove. You have to open Warframe? Alright. Basically so that you could, you know, survive and pick one up after the fight. Although, actually, Zom, now I think about it, at the end of it, you become able to self-revive again, right? You know, just ordinary respawn. Is that right? What's about to happen? I'm not sure. It's the honest answer, I'm not sure. Think we'd want that? And then ideally something with just endless ammo. This currently says corrosive. Let's switch you to rad. That'll do the trick. Oh, okay, fair enough, Zom. I'll just go solo, whatever. We'll see what happens. Maybe it goes wrong, maybe not. While we wait, can we show us your regular Oberon build? I don't have a regular Oberon build because I don't use Oberon enough to have a build to share. Quite honestly. You know what? Fuck it. Let's do that. Here's a mod no one uses. Let's spend some endo. Don't know how this applies, don't care. Let's find out. You sick on Christmas too? Hooray! Joined misery. Yeah, fuck it, let's see what happens here. Should I use Legendary Core? Nah. Alright, no way this is going to go well. Let's do it. I have no idea what I'm about to do here, to be quite honest with you. Oh, actually, I should... Something has just occurred to me, given the weapon I'm using. You have to work on Christmas? Damn, been there, done that. I just realised I was being a bit of a dumb. Just for one teeny tiny little aspect. Actually, I could just use... Nah, I'd keep forgetting. One little bit of a change. Oh, where do I put it? No. Because I was wanting to put that on, but nah, look at this. No. Nah. How about instead I just use you? People say that the DPS doesn't matter that much, so let's use something else, right? It's immune to viral, so we might as well not go the viral approach. And we can instead go... You're that? What do we have here? On electric status effect. Yeah, we're not going to get electric available to us. No, these require electricity and heat, and I don't have the freedom to use either of those because I'm using radiation. That's dumb. Alright. We'll do that. Isn't the Murmur vulnerable to electric? It's vulnerable to radiation more than anything. I could go electric and radiation. Not if I want to have a decent amount of radiation. I can't. We'll just do it that way. It'll be fine. And where it isn't fine, we won't care. Does this have any base damage in the setup? Oh, not you. Does this have any base damage anywhere in the setup? It does there. I've got 200% in the ribbon. It's fine. Could use the Rad standalone mod. Good point. I could. Anyway. Oh, that one speaks to you. Huh. Alright. Observe. It's the Gaze kit gun. All my secondary kit guns from Fortuna, I've given them synonyms. So to gaze is to observe. The tomb finger is the crypt digit. The what's it? Rattleguts is the shake innards. And then the catch moon is the grab satellite. Because I think I'm hilarious.
Atropos serum, a drug that opens perception to other realms.
How easily do these things actually die to those flash procs?
The Vitrium lacks a mind to lose.
Not particularly well. Yeah, not particularly well. It's fine. Bonus defeat Void Angel. Oh wait, no, I was heading towards the bonus. Whoops. I don't want anything to do with that. Oh, it hit me with that
Open that waiting
proc.
eye
That's
to the
annoying.
Vistino, and defend it whilst the serum does its potent work. The eyes, they're everywhere.
Oh, that mag procs as well? Okay, that's annoying. Oh. I don't think I've ever faced that enemy whilst being so vulnerable to damage before.
Does that look like a happy eyeball to you? Keep it clear of obstructions. Lest our work be
There we go. Now I've got fewer threats to have to be worried about. Right, now I can actually start focusing on these eyes. Kind of. Maybe not. What's my name is getting named after? StarCraft references. Wait, where is that coming from? Oh, I hate having the burst kill the arms so quickly. I get so little charge from them. Alright, Betty, you have a good one. Oh, I can notice the difference in that bullet jump not having Lavos' bonus. Or the Archon Shard on Lavos. Oh, bollocks. Did something spawn in a freaking Necromech when I wasn't looking? Ah, shit. Oop, oop, oop. Yo, you're lucky Clover raiding in with 138 people. Clover, thank you very much. This is going to be even more exciting now. We've got even more people here to witness the stupidity and my failure at doing it. Welcome in, everybody. I hope you're doing well. I'm going to summon in some Elite Crew because I'm here for one simple shenanigans and I'm not set up to deal with this amount of crap as Oberon. I use a proper health tank. Oberon is not that. But welcome in, Clover, and I hope you're doing well this fine Christmas Eve. What have you been up to? Well, probably Warframe, I assume. There we are. Finish off this one. Hello.
They're good, but not enough. Acquire more serum.
You want to play StarCraft? Play StarCraft then, yeah.
Stimulate another Vitrium.
There's a Corvex.
Hurry!
It's different.
Acquire more Atropos serum.
Okay. This time I'm going to focus a little bit more on the eyes, a little less on the ads. See what I can do here. Why is that eye all the way over here? What? That's not fair. It's supposed to be in the zone.
There, a Vitrium. Administer the Atropos serum.
Alright, let's stab this eyeball.
The boggling eye.
Oh, come on! Mid-animation! Fuck you. Again, one all the way over here, outside the zone. What?
Observe! The murmur places a hand over its eye. Slaughters away! Naughty hand!
And that's 18 eyes. This area done. Grab this, slow animation, move out of the way. You doing daddies catch up before in Christmas Eve? 30. How's my day been? Lazy, because I actually have a cold at the moment. Yeah. As if to prove a point. So doing the best that I can. Doing the best that I can. Cold before Christmas, it's bloody typical. Cheers, Chloe, appreciate it. I've got my fluids here. Get out of that. Okay, I was hoping to slam across to that, but apparently the angle was too shallow. Come on. I bounced off the fucking triangle thing. There we are. Excuse me, come on through. Oh. I don't think my NPC crew is doing their job now. Yeah, if I can Radprox them, maybe they'll focus on each other a bit. A little bit of cheap crowd control. As you can see, this is a terrible Oberon. Oh gods, I looked away for a moment. This is a terrible Oberon, and it's obviously insufficient for even fighting these basic units. So, I have no reason to be here, right? Alright, this is just a terrible plan. Oh, that one closed. That's annoying. Are we lurking around? Need to get ready? Yeah, fair do. Fair do. Keep at least half an eye on what is happening, I assure you. It may be worth it. Although this is first run of something I've only heard about, so it might be a bad idea. Get away from that.
The Vitrium stares down our target. Press the attack now. If you keep searching, I cannot be responsible for what horrors
I have no
the
hit
Vitrium
point
may find.
mods, no armor mods, no shield mods, so that ain't great. I got no teammates, that ain't great. I think, yep, NPC crew is timed out, so that ain't great. Ugh, things hitting me as I'm grabbing in an animation. Why is that animation not invulnerable? Like activating life support. God, my shield gate keeps on getting popped. I feel like I'm being mobile enough that I shouldn't be hit that often either. Nope, that owl will vanish. Nope, I hear that. That cleared the area a bit.
Were you to assign
Any eyes?
colleagues to administer serum
Nope.
to multiple scanners at the same time, it would speed up
There
the
we go,
process
eyes.
while adding to the excitement.
Yeah, there's enough enemies around that I'm actually having some difficulty doing this. Not gonna lie. I am used to far tankier setups. Roll. I'm about to go down, aren't I? Okay, it felt like I was about to go down there, but somehow didn't. So I'll say, be sure to go to the ads at the beginning to how it works if you get down by the boss directly. Notification happens first when you go down. Good point, good point. I will bear that in mind, Zom. Oh, fuck nuggets. Alright, this Vitrium exhausted. Let's grab... Come on, come on. Oh, for God's sake. Oh, come on! How do they know where I am before I do? Ugh, I really do miss that extra bullet jump distance. I'm so used to that little bit of extra bullet jump distance. I really feel it when I don't have it. Had to go for a bit. What are we up to now? This is an attempt at 60 Eyes Murmur with something Zom has put on my attention. There's no way this is going to go well, but we're going to do it anyway. I love it when there's multiple Xmas units everywhere. Also, love that it takes us through the boss room to activate these other eyes. Why is it all the way over here? Some of these waypoints are at... Oh god, they're camping here. Some of these waypoints are something extra. I'm gonna die, I'm gonna die, I'm gonna die. That one's gonna shoot me. No? Okay. Don't mean to be a dick, but you're probably going to get one shot with Oberon? Yeah, probably. It's fine. I'm sure absolutely nothing here is set up in such a way to understand what's going on. I'm sure that knowing how easily I'm dying to these creatures, that I clearly have no plan whatsoever for how to deal with the 60 Eyes boss, and will die immediately, and you'll get to laugh at me for not knowing a single thing about this game, right? That's probably what's happening here, and nothing else. Come on, eyes, where are y'all? What the hell was your character doing there? I've not seen that particular maneuver before.
Multiple Vitrium scanners can be probed simultaneously.
I'm getting shot in the air.
Risk, but worth
And knocked down
considering
by all kinds of stuff.
faster.
I have no belief in this will work the way that Zom has sold it to me, though. But I feel like Zom is skipping out some of the details, or I've just not heard the details, but we're doing it anyway. I did not expect staying alive with Oberon to be this shaky, but, you know, that's what you get for using such an old frame. Do you die with any speed on you? No. Wish you had a headshot for me to shoot. Oh, you there. There we are, now it's not blinded. Does slash resist also resist slash block damage? Shouldn't know. Come on, do the pop, do the thing. Here we go. That spawned 2 eyes. Are you kidding me? I need 3. And this one got blinded on 4 seconds on it. Ah, this game is being a dick. There we are. One more eye, that's all I need.
You allow the Vitrium to locate the beast's most powerful form.
Alright,
Well,
let's get over there.
get on with it then.
You didn't test it, you just heard people doing it. Fair enough. So this might go horribly wrong, chat. This might go utterly horribly wrong. But we're going to see what happens. We're going to see what happens here.
Defeat the tide to face the wall.
Oh my god, staggers. Nit. So many staggers. Hold on. Headshots, please. Headshots, headshots, thank you. Get us as close as we can. Okay, and then we should have at least some ads to go with this. Some? I thought there were some at this point.
The demon finally takes form.
Yes, there's one.
At last, it can be destroyed.
Alright, smack me. Smack me. Smack me. Come on. There it is. Alright. This thing is in my way. Get out 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 my way. Thank you. Alright then. Let's do this. Let's fucking go. My laser beam is invisible for some reason. Not quite sure why on that. Yeah, I can move backwards. It's just at that point it was kind of stuck on the creature on me. I'm going to slowly melt it with my infinite ammo laser beam. Is this bug abused? This appears to be by design. It's just a design they missed. Yeah. So, the combo here is that Oberon's bleed out reduction on his 3 stacks additively with bleed out reduction mods. I have 100% bleed out reduction. So long as I have enough energy, I'm fine. Now, I think it is trying to heal my companion, so if my companion could kindly die, that would be great. Because it's using up my energy. There we go. Oh no, that's still burning energy. Okay. So I am on something of a timer. I do have limited energy. Those shields are actually really in the way. I'm no longer able to hit the boss from here. Can I cast any other abilities in Bleed Out? I cannot. Oh, that's horrifyingly close. I have infinite Bleed Out? As long as I have energy, yes. Let's see if I can pop this thing for energy. Because if I give it radiation procs, the boss should attack it. Yep, and it killed it. Did I pick up the energy? I don't even see the energy. To be honest with you. I did not. Yeah, I ain't seen the orbs I need. But I am damaging it, and I have got a lot of energy, so we could do this. I'll just keep on putting the beam on it and see what happens. Riveting content? Well, we are breaking the game, so yeah, that's going to happen. This is a strat of all time. It is certainly a thing, isn't it? Alright, let me just inch over this way a little bit. There we are. Better off soloing it with a tankier frame? Probably, but it's just funny that this even exists. It's gonna get patched out. Because this shouldn't exist. This is clearly breaking the game design. It's just the fact that it could even work is ridiculous. I could have brought my Spore Lacer, and that would theoretically be more damage. Oh god, I'm turning the wrong way. Ugh. No, don't go all the way over there. Why is he all the way over there? I've got these things up in my face. Alright, he's got a lot closer. Oh god, the constant effects on the screen are not nice either. Glitch? This isn't a glitch, it's an oversight. The bonuses to bleed out stack additively to the point that you can have 100%. And this must have been in the game for a long time. Okay, that's getting smacked around by the boss now, so that's nice. Okay, that's just adding to this screen fuckery that I really could do without. Oh my god. Kindly stop. How am I damaging it through its overguard? I really need it to stop doing that. That is horrible mess on the screen. Oh, there's so much mess on screen. Set visual effects to 0? Yeah, let's do that. %10 will do. That's good enough. As long as I'm hitting the fragmented one, we're good now. So if the fragmented one runs off all the way over there... Wait, hang on. Come back! Come back! Come back! Come back! I need you back! Please, sir! Stay in range of my laser, please! Can you use the bug for this? Yeah, I suppose you can, yeah. Look at this juicy Xmas, come and smack him in the face. I mean, if you were the boss, you'd want to leave too. You'd be like, this guy's clearly dead, he just doesn't accept it yet. Try Nell, and run out of ammo? Thanks. Let's go for the headshot on this thing. Pain. I'm going to tell on the damage numbers. Have a look at what actual damage we're seeing here. Is it like 1 at a time? It's thousands of damage, supposedly. How much health does this guy have? Or am I seeing thousands on everything else? No, definitely thousands on the boss. If I was a bit closer, I might be able to actually get in the headshots. Okay, headshots are not really an option on this thing, what the hell. Yeah. That is uncomfortably close now. Ugh, stop going out of my firing angle. Black Knight from Monty Python. Yep, 'tis but a scratch. 'Tis but a scratch. See, his vision is based on movement. If I stay down, he has no idea I'm still here. Can I get that energy? I don't think I can. Oh, I'm stuck on the NPCs. No! I need to navigate to the energy orb. Where is it? There it is! No! I can't pick up the energy. Confirmed. Alright, so I am definitely on a time limit. Definitely on a time limit then. I guess I might have been AFK timed out. Oh my god, they're up in my face. I can't do anything. Please get out of my face. There we go, he killed some of them for me. I'm using the boss to kill the ads. When have you seen that before on Warframe? So he's operating energy back? No, because if I try to respawn as operator here, I will lose. Alright, we got him through one stage. I'm going to use this opportunity whilst he's burying to piss off some more of the ads. Remove their overguard so that they are targets. Alright, so where's the boss hiding out now? There he is. Self-res now? No, 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 no. I'm not taking that risk. I'm stuck. Where is he? He's somewhere in all of this mess and I cannot see him. There he is. Like trying to tell one arm from another. There we are. I've just got to focus on him. I'll be fine. So when he doesn't focus on staying near to me, that's slightly harder. What weapon am I using? I'm using the Gaze Kid Gun. Oh damn, I'm getting those cascade stacks. It's going to start damaging me even more now. I'm going to have to report this. Like, now that I've shown it on stream, I'm going to have to report this to DE. Yeah, if I just full focus this guy, I should be okay. Where'd he go? Where is he? Oh, somehow he got behind me. Oh, God's sakes. Don't think it's worth fixing. The thing is, I've not optimized this. And it is making it literally impossible to lose whilst my energy is there. That's kind of broken. You have to admit that is broken. I mean, Umbrella, you say maybe they weren't aware of it, but they may not be aware of just how much of a problem it can technically be here. Like, it defeats a challenge they've specifically created to be a challenge. That's clearly not right. Where is he at? There he is. There's so much of a mess going on screen, but if you think about the core of what's happening here, it's just me on the ground tickling the boss, and everything else around it is just kind of theatre. Ah, he's gone out of my firing angle. Can he please actually kill some more of these Xmas? That'd be great. Hey Zom, do you want to put up a prediction on if I can actually make this before my energy runs out and I die? I'm trying to kill him. Where's he gone? There he is. They're all just being a mess on each other. Ugh. He keeps on going to use the pillar mode, but then realizes there's no Warframe to attack. Just really confusing the boss. This is so dumb. Would Spore Laser help clear the crowd a bit more? No? Yeah, Spore Laser might have been best for this, because Spore Laser also, I think, has higher damage output. I didn't bring it because I was thinking of the issue of knocking myself over with my weapon, but it turns out that my secondary just wasn't a suitable weapon for fighting around anyway. My Broncoon sits still long enough. This is so dumb, though. It's still got some range. That would be the downside of Spore Laser, is the range on this. Like, make sure I actually land those shots, but I suppose it could still work. At least my screen isn't all flashy. That's good. Yeah, ignoring the general Xmas effects. I don't know whether that's because I turn it down or because it's just not happening in bleed out, because it can't damage me. Yeah, Spore Laser probably would have just been better for this, but it's fine. Hindsight's 2020. We can do it again. Oh, boss has gone for a walk again. Let's see if we can get rid of this thing whilst we wait. Here he is! Back on top of me. Does this mean he's going to clear out a bunch of stuff now? Good! Oh, need to turn. That one, now he's flown back to being a pillar. Yeah. Oh, hovering over me, you're getting... Oh my god, it's getting in the way of the shot. I've got no words for just how dumb this is, really. Yeah, he's gone burying again. Alright. Just paint stuff. There he is. Oh, the Vulpafile is having the time of its life. Come on, we can manage this. I really don't want this to all be for naught. I really, really hope I can actually make it through. Is this the dumbest thing I've done in Warframe? It's up there. It's really up there, honestly. I don't know if it's actually the dumbest, but it's right up there. Oh, did it crawl again? I'm going to try and get a little bit close towards the center of the arena. So when it goes pillar mode, I can go straight to it more easily. Yeah, I got the range on that easily now. Turn. Come on. Sit still a little bit more. Just kill the ads. Don't constantly jump around like this. God damn. I really should have used this more later. Can Immortal Hildren FaceTime this? Immortal Hildren? Has she got Immortal these days? I'm at 10 stacks of cascading fragmentation. Is there a point where the mission just goes, nope, you lose? Do we have a time for how long this is taking? 36 minutes in the mission so far. Excuse me. The boss appears to be immune to viral procs and cold procs. And it can sort of see through invis. Where is it? Oh, there it is. There we are. And now I can just self-revive.
One of these times, you may not be so lucky. Until then.
Alright, seeing as I've got the 6 curses, I might as well deal with the angel. So there we are. I can literally kill the boss lying down. It's that easy. I don't know what everyone's stressing about. Frankly, D should make it harder. Didn't even need to pick up an energy orb.
Simple sequence. Awaken.
Why 2 curses? 2 of each curse, because hardest mode. Let's just get rid of that. Thank you very much. Pop.
They got wings. I got wings. They angels. Am I an angel? Oh, don't pluck me. They went that way.
The dimensional orb protects the angel.
I came into this assassination in a public group the other day, and the host was so utterly laggy that I could fire with the amp here, and then a second later it would deal the damage to the angel. A second later, genuinely. Which is insane. Where's your head? I actually can't see it with the damage numbers. There it is. Why are they nerf a frame no one plays? Because of the fact that it completely breaks the system. D is very weird about the cheeses they allow and don't allow. Things that completely bypass intended design seem to be disallowed. That's why I expect it will get nerfed. Got it.
Bird,
Any arcane? No?
distract
Okay.
yourself with your favorite color.
Okay.
And forget what you heard. Good job.
But yeah, there's no way this should be left in the game as is. Which amp is that? 777, buffed with 2 arcanes. One that increases the crits when I get a headshot, I think. No, one that increases crits when I land a crit. One of the two. And the other one that increases crits when I run out of operator energy. Or get down to less than 10%. 2 combined make the amp very powerful. And there we are. So, yeah, Zom sets up the prediction. Will I kill the boss? Apparently the answer is yes. Yes, I did kill it.
The error in my
Huzzah! It took 40 minutes.
Let's at least pretend this mess can
But yeah.
still work.
That works. And that was with a kit gun that you can get before you're even onto, like, Saturn. That was stupid. That was very, very stupid. That was a kick gun. So that was the, what do you call it? The gaze kit gun. I mean, we could have a look at the theoretical DPS here. 574, multiplied by the fire rate of 19.2, multiplied by the crit bonus, is theoretical DPS of only 56k. 56k DPS according to those stats, which is pathetic. Quite frankly, for this tier, that's pathetic. What could I have done with Spore Lacer there? Spore Lacer, yeah, that would have been better. Just looking at the, if let's imagine I do get the direct hits, I would be looking at 8715 plus 13457. Multiplied by the fire rate, multiplied by the crits. 400k. Yeah. Now, yeah, there's attenuation, but like, if the attenuation is flattening 50k DPS, be the same as hundreds, thousands, or millions, nah, that'll be silly. You watched me bleed out for a solid 50 minutes? I think it might have been more than that. Let's see, what's the drain on this is 0.5 per second. I went through about 600 500 energy. Oh yeah, no, it's about 16 minutes. Yeah, never mind. Yeah, the multi-share was factored in, yeah. Yeah, I haven't had too much of a look at Corvex. Quite frankly, others have had a look at Corvex, and there's nothing too much to talk about with that frame, so I'm not in any mood to really focus on it. Gold Jam War, any weapon in mine can deal 8 Mayo in less than 10 seconds. Sorry, what? I'm not sure I understand the question. Are you looking for a weapon that could do 8 million damage in less than 10 seconds? Because if so, well, I just had one. This one right here. These setups are without any stacks on anything. Yeah. This is currently set up without using the irradiation mods. Let's see, what can we get out of this? So if I go... what's the ribbon on this? This is multi-shot damage, crit damage. Have I tried any builds on Jai with purple Archon crystals? Not as yet, no. Wiki said, level 225, fragmented one is 8 to 9 Mayo in defense. Sorry, Gold, it feels like you're translating and not translating some of the words. If you mean it's 8 to 9 million hit points, that's not how it works. Because of attenuation. And there is definitely attenuation. If there weren't attenuation, a single damage cap weapon hit would kill it in one shot. And that doesn't happen. So you can't just look at pure hit point numbers. Which means we don't really know the best way to kill it. Because D have decided to change the game. That's the truth of it. They changed the game on it. Yeah, let's grab that, and let's take it out of that. Oh, it makes the radiant attack corrosive, but the electric should be fine, but the status on it... it should be fine. Should be fine. Grab one of those and we'll just level it up. There's a hard cap. See, is it a hard cap or a soft cap? Do we know that fact? Is it a hard cap? Because if it was a hard cap, you'd expect to see a fixed value on screen. So what do we know about the cap? Without someone saying it's a hard cap, what do we know about the cap? Okay. They've gone to find it. I mean, if there's a known hard cap, there should be a bit on the wiki about it. Whilst you're looking that up, in fact, damage numbers seem to wobble around the 10k. Yes, that's what I was beginning to think of, is that on the gaze there, I was seeing in that ballpark 8s and 10,000s, which is a curious value all considered what I have. Because this was buffed by nothing. There's nothing that should buff or would buff, so it was just running as is here. 157.6 plus 20, multiply it by the crit bonus. That'd be 755. Wait. Oh yeah, multi-shot combines together into damage on lasers. That's only 2,000 odd. Sarcastic Penguin saying 109,374 is a hard cap on top of the damage reduction. In case you tanked the damage reduction, how would you tank damage reduction? And still have enough damage to one-shot it. What? So, 109,374 is the hard cap on top of the damage reduction in case you, again, tanked the damage reduction. That phrase doesn't make sense. And still have enough damage to one-shot it. How do you one-shot it if you have a cap on the damage? No. In case you break through the damage reduction, there is no you can't break through damage reduction. It's not like, oh, there is damage reduction, it goes up to 80, 90, 95, 99. Oh no, you suddenly dealt so much damage, the damage reduction is no longer there. It's not like physical plating armor that you crack open. It's a reduction to a number. There is no breaking through. It's a meaningless sentence. You're not saying that? Well, it's what you said. To break through something is to literally break through it. But there is nothing to break through. In case you could do a lot of damage reduction, yes. That's what a damage attenuation is. Damage attenuation shrinks down the damage you do based on the damage you do. Which is just another form of damage reduction, which is why the whole conversation is getting very ornery now, and we're going in circles and circles again of people claiming things and not really using language in a way that is communicating what they mean, rather than making word salad, because to tank the damage reduction is about the same as saying to make the water wet. No, that's not how anything works. To make the darkness loud, no, what? How do you make darkness loud? You don't. Darkness is a visual thing, not a noise thing. So again, tanking damage reduction doesn't make sense. Like I say, if the shrunken down damage is too high, the hard cap kicks in. How do we know there is a hard cap compared to what? Because if someone hits damage cap, the minus 2 billion value that comes up, that will be just the sheer limit of the engine. Which at that point would define a soft cap to the damage, not a hard cap from the boss itself. Because if things scale all the way up to literal damage cap attack, that's a soft cap. That's literally a soft cap. Were the game able to process numbers any higher, then the damage would go higher. Raider saying how the damage works on the boss is the same as one on the Archons. Do you know that for a fact? Not they're very similar. Not that they share a lot of mechanics. When you say that they are the same, you have to know that they are exactly the same. Okay, cool, Raiders. Raiders says they know it for a fact. Excellent, Raiders. Can you please bring up the DE quote or the code you have hacked out of the game? Please give me the source right now, or I'm going to time you out for lying to my face. Because I'm at that point with people making claims. Please give me the source on that. Because I gave you an opportunity to acknowledge that appropriately. And maybe you do have that evidence. If you're really being the person we don't invite to parties with that. Don't do that. I mean, we'll see if Raiders has the answer, but they haven't even said, hold on, I'll grab that. Doesn't really fill me with confidence in what they've just said. Making claims of absolute certainty on things which have not been given any absolute certainty is honestly ludicrous. And insulting to everyone else trying to know what the truth is. Because you might be right, but you also might be wrong. And it's that might be wrong bit that is a problem. Everyone just a series? And we can attempt to test said theories, but yeah. You might be wrong. Hey, well, there it is. But I have sent someone trying to do the same they did on the Archons, and no, I don't have a DE quote because I never did that. Right, yeah. Cool. You're learning your lesson. You at least admitted you might be wrong, but you only put I might be wrong rather than, well, actually, no, I don't know for certain. So you're getting a 10-minute timeout rather than the full hour I was going to give you. And if you're pissed off by that, well, congratulations, you pissed me off.
Lloyd's been less condescending since Bird gave that speech.
Am I going to try a small laser run? Yeah, I want to see the difference in the damage output, because we're seeing like 10k per hit with the gaze, which, I'll be quite honest with you, I'm not sure where the game was getting that number from. Because, look at this. I'm not sure where the game was getting that number from. What's my Oberon build? A palace shit, that's what. Again, I always get pissed off with people lying to me. Like, a clear, obvious, provable lie just pisses me off. I have created this channel all around diving into the weirder systems, in taking the mathematical approach, the precise approach. Not just kind of throwing words out there. That's what people do on TikTok. I'm not a TikTok tier creator. I don't give you random bullshit. At the end of the day, when I give you information, I want you to know that that is, to my knowledge, as factual as can be. I do make mistakes, but I won't lie to you. I won't intentionally lie. So when someone says to me they know something for a fact, when there is no way they could have a fact, that pisses me off. Are my KitKat videos up to date? Yeah, they're basically up to date. They are basically up to date. If there's any builds in them, those builds will be out of date, because DE keep on adding mods and changing the systems, but yeah. I still don't know how this gaze was doing as much damage as it was doing. Boss doesn't seem to have armor? Correct. Because I'm going to bring up the stream itself, which is going to take a moment to get Twitch to agree with me on doing that. So do bear with me a second here. Go to my channel. Current VOD. As it happens, videos. Did you want the featured clips? No, I wanted this broadcast. Thank you. Click through. You just lost the ability to message me ever? Eat a bag of dicks. Actually, you don't even get that. Alright. Oh, there you are. Now you've decided you can type a Twitch chat. That's your first ever Twitch chat. So you decided to not even try the Twitch chat, went straight to the in-game chat. Yeah, I've noticed you. I'm going to give you, let me see. What number do I feel like typing in? You know what? I'm feeling like, let's see. How far away is the new year? So, we are 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 and a bit days. I'll do 7.5. You can get a timeout of 648,000 seconds. We'll see you in the new fucking year. That's if you dare. Doesn't matter, Flo. They wanted attention. They're not getting it. Alright. Let's make sure I'm actually shooting the boss itself. Oh, that happened too quick. Okay. Yeah, we're definitely hitting the boss itself here. Anywhere from 5,000 to 8,000 to 11,000 damage. Toby, just to add a background, just as background to the whole hard cap, come from a video on YouTube where someone takes the Catalyst against Fragmented One. The Catalyst did damage cap on the ads, while doing a maximum of 109,374 to the Fragmented One. Okay, cool. That's not a hard cap then. Or at least that's not a hard cap of the damage attenuation. If anything, the fact that they have to scale all the way up to damage cap on the ads to get to that value shows there's not a hard cap, that it's objectively a soft cap. So thank you for the additional context there. That just goes to show what people claim was the exact opposite of the evidence they had in hand. Which is hilarious to me. What even are these ads? Adds additional monsters. Additionals to the boss fight. That's what ads means. So this is really weird. This is really weird. Look at this. Here we can see some blowback damage on the enemies of hundreds, and it's hitting this for thousands. Do I have a bit where I am shooting other creatures? Oh guys, that is just an absolute clusterfuck of stuff. I even somehow got a red crit in there. How did I get a red crit? Hold up, what? In what universe do I get a red crit? 60%, 120%. That's a crit damage bonus and a fire rate bonus. Oh, sorry, yeah, I forgot to switch that screen, so I was too busy telling someone to eat shit and die. Puncture? Puncture would be enough. No, I got 119% crit chance. 119%. Puncture increases that by 25% absolute, doesn't it? Tuned in for the first, maybe at the wrong time, really unlikable. Seems weird to time at people like that, just prove how he is wrong and move on. Very high horse, smarter new appeal, randomly smacking down TikTok like it's personal. Ironic to make no evidence claim about TikTokers being untruthful. A platform known for its misinformation and recognised internationally, but sure, go ahead. While doing the same thing. Yeah, no, not doing the same thing. Don't same side me on this. Just feedback on Wide and Stay. Good to know! Go watch a stream where people scream like 12-year-olds and make claims out their ass. You have fun with that. I clearly have a cold and have no time for people lying to my face. Kindly never come back. Alright. I don't understand why there's a red crit here. The game had a reason to give me a red crit. I'm not sure what that is. Did they give an appeal? No one's given an appeal. No. That was some random other person on their first message going, hey, it's my first time here. I don't like you. Cool, okay. I don't like you. I don't understand where this red crit is coming from. I really don't understand it. Do the weak spots have a bonus to crit chance? Maybe they do. Which is really weird because I don't know of anything that does that normally. I don't know of anything that would do that. The Gaze doesn't have a bonus to critical chance in that way. My Riven doesn't do that. In fact, the Rivens are just fixed stats. We can see the stats on it. I've got nothing on this build with a varial crit approach. Nothing. Just nothing. This is pure damage. And it wasn't even active at the time. The only buffs I had, we can see. I have 60% fire, 120% critical damage, 25% strength, which I'm not even using at this point. I have a free cast of an ability. I have 40 hit point per second healing from renewal, and then I have 4 stacks of that negative damage on me. Rick said, could be wrong, but it feels like the entire Murmur faction gives you bonus on crit on weak spots. It could be that. Yeah. Flo said, earlier you were discussing this. In spoilers chat today, the boss does indeed have some parts of it that somehow affect crit chance. Yeah. Honestly, that's weirder still to me in general that they create that. So we have a boss where there is a damage attenuation effect in place, but also it's giving you additional buffs to your damage by increasing, for example, your crit tier. God knows what else it is also affecting. On a 2% crit Felox, you are sometimes getting orange crits. Why? Why is it made like this? General Murmur spell code? Yeah. Yeah. It's just confusing in general. Hey, here's a fact with random extra crits thrown in. Does Puncture give flat crit bonus? I believe it does, yeah. It's 5 stacks. Is that... No. Is that... Yeah, it's 5. So that'd be 25%? Which is not enough to get me to red crit. I would be on still less than 50-50 chance of orange. So the existence of the red crit there, that, if nothing else, that confirms, yeah, it's 100%. The Murmur faction just creates additional crit power. And because I'm getting that on the weak spot, I must be hitting a weak spot. If I'm hitting a weak spot, it's probably going to give the critical damage multiplier, as well as headshot multiplier, which is probably why I'm getting thousands upon thousands of damage when I didn't expect it from that weapon. Puncture gives 25% of stack. Okay, we're right. It's your turn. Up to 25%. Well done. There we are. Easily disprovable claims are strong. Alright then. I'm going to calm down now. Now that people are no longer trying to test my patience. Now that people who go, oh, I don't like it when streamers set boundaries and enforce those boundaries. Now those types of people should be well and truly gone. And that is not a challenge, by the way. I am still in a ban happy mood. But now those types of people are gone, we can get back to playing Warframe. Third time. Okay, that was not necessary. Is there a definition of hard and soft cap then? Yes. Somewhat caps things, but doesn't put a hard limit on it. Hard cap. This much and no more. I'm typing like an absolute bell end. So, for example, 6-pin fire rate buff, that's coming from my companion. That's why Thagomize is there. Here's an example of a soft cap. If we go, let's say you had 10 damage, 100 damage, 1000 damage. I'm going to drop the font size a bit on this. And 1 million damage. Here is an example of a soft cap. You'd end up with 9 damage, and then 50, and then 300, and then maybe, I don't know, 20,000. as much as you are increasing, you're not increasing as much as your original damage would have. Here's a hard cap in action. Might go 9 damage, 50, 50, 50. There's your difference. In this case, we're hard capping at 50. Once we get to 50, that's it. You just get 50 damage. Soft cap. The amount of damage reduction increases as your damage increases, but your damage still increases. Asymptote, soft or hard cap? Soft. Yeah. Soft cap. Curve on a graph. Hard cap. Max. Function. That's a difference. That's literally the difference. Oh, sorry, it'll be min, not max, min. My bad. That's the difference. So in this case, the hard cap I'm putting is 50. If this value, if this f of x would become 50 or more, your damage is 50. Whereas this one would be an f of x, which leads to that curve. Maybe stupid question, why is the first number 10 damage on hard cap and 9? I'm assuming an equation where you still get scaling damage reduction with a hard cap. Hence why f of x rather than just x. Assuming there's still a scaling thing. Because that's where people get confused. They see two scaling things, and then they start throwing words around, thinking they know what it means. In fact, I got a good challenge for all of you on this. This is not going to see anyone timed out. I want to make this clear. Sorry, sarcastic penguin. So to just prove this, I bring a weapon that doesn't do damage cap, but it's still above that. Would it be a hard cap? So yeah, sarcastic penguin. If you could deal a chunk less than damage cap and still do exactly that value repeatedly, then yes, that would show an actual hard cap. Because if damage cap leads to 109,374 and damage 80% of damage cap would lead to the same again, and damage cap 60% would lead to the same again, but then finally at damage cap, say 10%, or wherever it ends to be, led to a lower value, then you would show, alright, there is a hard cap somewhere there. That would show you where there is a damage cap. But if instead you got this, and it was, say, 101 and 95 even down to 1, that would show it's a soft cap. This would probably be a lot lower if that was the case. I don't want to figure out what number that would be, but that would be a lot lower. Do you see how the difference is very provable? So I'm asking, isn't damage cap just a display cap? It goes beyond that display? Kind of, yeah, which also adds to the confusion that people experience. This is why you'd need to have proper viewable numbers. And quite frankly, if you experience something that might be a hard cap on the damage attenuation beyond damage cap weaponry, the difficulty in proving that that actually happened is wild. It's wild. Yeah, asking Pablo is a better thing. Anyway. Just one thing I wanted to pitch to you, chat, as I get loading into this mission, just for the final stupidity. Am I on the right one? Yep. And this won't get you timed out or banned or anything, because I'm asking you for this mismatched answer. If I describe something to you as additive in Warframe, what does that mean?
adjust for this oversight.
If I or someone else were to describe to you as something being additive in Warframe, what does that mean? What do you think it means? Try to be right. But what do you think it means? That's going to say not multiplicative. Interesting. Plus base damage? Interesting. Means it get added to the rest? Interesting. Means applied twice? Okay, there are some wrong answers. There are some wrong answers after all, it turns out.
The Vitrium may not gaze into the abyss without
Flat number not based on values added after multipliers? Interesting.
Quickly.
It's curious that some of the answers being given. You new here? Welcome on in. Base times sum, additive stuff, times product, multiplicative stuff, times flat stuff. Interesting. So, if you're referring to additive being affects the base value before mods, you are correct. Sometimes. If you're referring to adds with mods, and then those mod bonuses are multiplied in, you are correct. Sometimes. And if you are referring to adds to the value after all modifiers have been otherwise considered, you are correct. Sometimes. Because it turns out that people use additive to mean different things. I found out through a tweet from Pablo just recently that DE's additive is to refer to base additions, such as the additive crit bonuses you get on the top rank of some Incarnans. Whereas typically when I've been referring to additive, I've been referring to modded, additive with mods. And then other people refer to additive as after all modifiers, a final bonus, a flat value, like Arcane Avenger. Okay, this thing is blinded, but by what? By what? That thing? There we are. Yeah, the Swirl Laser is a lot stronger than the Gaze.
Insufficient. We must outstare the murmur.
Yeah. So this was from a tweet where they said that internally that's how they refer to the Incarn bonus. That's it. The Incarnate base critical bonuses is additive. And it's like, okay, that's a different way of handling it. Not sure it's a good way, but it is different.
The hand of violence
This is even lower. I should just grab the eyes.
Seize what lies within.
1, 2, 3. And there is one down low. How do I get to you? Never mind, I don't care. What did they say the call mod bonus? I didn't ask. Because, quite frankly, it doesn't actually matter.
And defend it whilst the serum does its potent work.
It's, it just goes to show that language is very valuable, and referring to something as additive versus a multiplicative isn't really that helpful without the further context. Additive is a mathematical operation. There are additions all over the place in the Warframe calculations. Such that referring to something as additive doesn't actually tell anyone anything in itself. That's what I'd overall argue. That makes sense? So if anything, I would like to, both personally and if the changes get added to Warframe in general, see a move away from referring to things by their mathematical operator, and instead refer to things by the actual part of the equation they're in. What was that spin? So, base, modded, final, or separate multiplier. If that makes sense to everyone. Because otherwise, we're just going to end up running in circles as a community, all asking the same things. Not realizing we're not agreeing.
And stimulate
Or-
another Vitrium.
Disagree, not disagreeing. Right. Can everything here just kind of give me a moment to pick this up? No? Okay, I'm just going to go to another one. There's not 20 enemies sat on it. Oh, I can't get that one. There we are. That gives a marker. Warframe math makes your brain hurt? Yeah. Exactly, Solomir, because some things will add, some things will multiply. Like, look how they changed the faction mod wording. In my opinion, incorrectly. They changed faction mods to go multiply times 1.x damage against faction. But that's technically incorrect, because it's additive with other faction bonuses. It should be plus faction damage to show that it is a modded bonus to faction damage, which applies additively, because we know that about modded bonuses, to other modded bonuses to faction damage. And I know it sounds like splitting hairs, but it tells you what it actually means then. To be able to just read something and know what it means is what Warframe is struggling with. Never mind unexplained damage attenuation calculations. Oh, that's a cruel eye spot. That is a cruel eye spot. Ugh. Come on, stop self-staggering, god damn it. Small ace is strong. So the way damage calculations works is that you have a bunch of stacks of modifiers to add everything in a stack, then you multiply the stacks together, so each give their stack name. And refer to modifiers by the stack. How's that sound? Close, yeah. For modding, absolutely. There are some benefits which aren't modded stacks like that, but sure, yeah. Pretty much that. Alright, finally it popped some eyes. I cleared the area, so now the Vitrium is seeking. Oop. Oh wow, that's a lot of eyes from that one. Where is that eye? Oh. Come on, one more eye, that's all I need. One more, and then we can move on to the next area. I'll say we make 60 eyeballs pretty easy. Does she still do that now they've affected how invisibility works? Does she still do that? Excuse me. Oh, definitely dying. Ugh, I hate the colds. Oh my god, stop blinding this thing. Oops, I perished. There we go. All that for one eye. No dying allowed? I keep trying.
The Vitrium beholds the swarm.
Let's grab one of these to see where it tells me to go. This way.
Keep searching. You risk discovering a purer.
I'm not sure how I'm seeing damage numbers just all over. Oh, wait. No, I'm still not sure. I was about to say, oh, with my companion, but you don't see companion damage numbers. Hmm. Tagomizer, no! Oh, didn't mean to bowl myself over there, but that's fine. I'll just grab this whilst it gets struck at, that's fine. Grab the eyes. Grab the beautiful, beautiful eyes. Ooh, just about got it. Just about. Speaking of damage numbers, you can see allied damage numbers in a different colour. Would you like that kind of option for damage testing in general? I'd like a log, honestly. Or condensed damage numbers. Like, you know how you see... Oh god, I'm dying. You know how you see all the damage numbers from every single instance of every single bit of damage? I'd like to see them condensed as an option. So if I deal 10 hits of 1,000 damage in half a second, I just want to see the number go from 1,000 to 10,000 in that half a second. I don't need 10 lots of 1,000. That would give the screen space so they'll be able to see damage from allies as well.
This can all be over quickly if you want to risk probing.
Now, if I wanted to see the individual hits, that'd still be an option. But if I wanted to just see the total, that would be an option.
In risk assessment.
Why all Spectres are saying they got some kind of super armor one-tap mode? What, you meaning the relay Spectres? What stage of the game are you at? Steel Path or not? Man, there's a lot of things here. Clear attackers from the Vitrium. What does it look like I'm trying to do, game? Oops, perished. There we go. Clear them off it, finally. I don't know, my quest just sees and defeat junctions. Okay, if you're talking about quests, you are definitely not Steel Path, your earlier game stuff. What Warframe are you trying to use? You might have better experience with Rhino for early game stuff. Rhino can be acquired from defeating the Jackal on Fossa on Venus. Or bought from the market for platinum if you want them instantly. Oops. Eyes. One more from this area. Did it spawn one more? It did not, because the game hates me.
Multiple Vitrium scanners can be thrown simultaneously. A gamble, a risk, but...
Oh my god, there are so many enemies. Just clearing out this circle is damn near impossible once they get it. Every time I kill one, another 3 walk in. Okay, I've got one Vitrium active, that one can work. Yeah, it's popping. We'll just take this one. Learn them elsewhere from the circle? I can't learn them, they're attracted to it. They were focused on it even when I was walking somewhere else.
This Vitrium's tormented visions have undoubtedly helped, but our work is not yet complete. Repeat the process.
Yep. Have I tried Zephyr for the event? What you mean for the assassination? No, I have not. We are using a very particular cheesy build here, which you'll see as soon as this Murmurizer are collected. A lot harder solo on a frame that isn't exactly made to live. Oh wow, that was a cheeky Xmas zone right there. Again, it's got the one where it's sending me all the way past the boss spawn. Nova's not that early game if someone's still working through junctions. Just saying. Oh, well, the angel's right here. Guess I could deal with that. This might get me killed. Just about parkouring through all this somehow. Vision blinded, yep. I expected as much was going to happen. Let's create an area where they can at least focus each other for a bit for me. Both Vitrium's blinded, love it. This is the time to call this in. Just because NPC crew are ridiculously overpowered. Hello, Smooth. Oh my god, that spin. Oh, did a Vitrium get blinded on 0 seconds? You kidding? Oh, I was doing so well. There we go. Alright, cool. I'll deal with the angel after the fight. Because there's a lot of stuff around me here. Yeah, you get Nova from... Yeah, it is the Raptors. It's on Europa. You're very welcome to move. I do not recommend doing this next thing, because this might get you in trouble with DE. Because this might be considered abuse of a glitch. Maybe. It's not a glitch, but DE have interesting implementation rules. Ah, is this thing going to still be here? Right, I'm going to need you to not be part of this fight. She might incidentally get me killed. Do I have to deal with the angel? Only if I want them to take the curses with me.
Good to be back. Merry Christmas, Kenjin.
Oh god, she's still here. Look how much damage she's doing. Oh god, oh god, oh god.
On man, D.
Oh, that's bad, 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 that's bad. She's down, good. Hit me normally, hit me normally, hit me normally. Not with a laser beam, not with a laser beam, not with a laser beam. Hit me normally. Wait, did laser beam hit it? Oh god, there's no ads. An additional thing has spawned. Alright, you there, 3 arms guy, kill me. Why did it spawn the 3 arms guys? Yep, dodge that. I need this thing to shoot me. I need this thing to shoot me. I don't know if that laser beam does it or not. Okay, the arms hurt, the arms hurt, the arms hurt, the arms hurt. That's good, that's good, that's good. Shit, I rolled. Fuck. Right, you can hurt me, right? 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 I want to dodge the laser beam so badly, because the laser beams are bad news. Alright, arms. Hurt me, hurt me, hurt me, hurt me. That's it, that's it, that's it, that's it, that's it, that's it. Yes, I didn't get nullified. Okay. Oh, now we can do this. I just needed to make sure I didn't get nullified before I died. Oh, dear, dear, dear. So now we just fight it. Hey, Sabuchi, welcome on in. Welcome on in. How are you doing today? Welcome to the most ridiculous way to fight this boss you've probably ever seen. Mary Urani mating press deck? What? 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 Hold on, let me just crawl. I'm not doing too well. As you can see, I'm on 0 hit points. But it's fine. It's fine. We can live. We can live. D are almost certainly going to patch this out. They're going to go, no, that is not a way you're supposed to be able to do this. Well, I hope you had yourselves a good stream. I'm assuming you're on Warframe today. Those numbers look way better. I mean, they're in the tens of thousands. But more importantly, you can look at the comparison between its hit points and my energy, and we can see, yeah, that's a lot better. What's happening here? Oberon. Is this just no bleed out timer? This is, yeah. So Oberon's renewal ability gives you a 90% or up to 90% reduction in bleed out timer. And then there is the mod, is it Undying Will, which also reduces bleed out. But they stack additively. So I have minus 100% bleed out speed, which means I don't bleed out at all. So long as I have energy, I don't bleed out. D are definitely going to patch this. Means that me showing this on stream now, probably not the best idea. But it is what it is. What am I using? I'm using a Spore Laser Kit Gun for its nice high damage AoE effect and infinite ammo. I'm also using the mod that increases damage during bleed out. I am actually using a Hellgamer. Oh man, the Spore Laser is so much better for this. Better not get banned for this? I hope I don't. I mean, it's been in the game for years, so should be fine. And I am also intending to report it as soon as I'm done with the stream. Besides testing purposes, who in the right mind will use this? Yeah, good question. I'm definitely not in my right mind today. But yeah, once I've done this second time, I will be handing it straight to DE after the stream so they can sort it out. There's also another bug with Urani. When is there not a bug with Urani? Let's be real now. When is there not a bug with Urani? Urani entered the game pretty much as a bug. A walking, skating bug. Let's be real. Imagine doing the Archon hunt with this strat? That'd be a bit ridiculous too, yep. Come on, Fragmented One. I have got this high recoil weapon. Screen shake without screen shake, yay! Who is insulting Urani? Is it an insult to say that Urani is buggy? Or is it just an acknowledgement of her continued issues with the game systems? Slightly terrifying approach there, as it just leaps at me, but okay. If I wasn't already dead, I would be concerned. Oh yeah, there is a resource glitch on Meridina, wasn't there? Yeah, yeah. That one definitely can get you in hot water if you exploit that kind of thing. Something that gives you resources when you know you're not supposed to get them, that can get bad. That's bug abuse. This is a mechanic, whereas no one can argue that the Year 81 was a mechanic. No one can argue that. God, this is ludicrous. The easy fix for DE is to just block self-revive post-fight, surely. The easy fix is to make it where bleed out stacks to a max 90%. Or that if you get knocked out into bleed out, your abilities turn off in this fight. So if you're in bleed out, you get nullified. What just happened? Okay, don't know why those shots decided not to fly, but sure.
The harder won the victory, the
Sure.
greater the spoils. Return to the sanctum and collect your
Got him.
bounty.
Now let's go get that angel. We watch the channel, just have to hop into stream? Well, welcome on in. Welcome on in. We have a few rules. 1, don't be a dick. 2, don't lie to my face. 3, don't make bad jokes. Welcome on in. Excuse me, I'm also dying. A cold on Christmas, it's the worst thing. Oh, I looked away and died. This mission is only no respawn against the 60 Eyes boss. Normally you can respawn. It's just the 60 Eyes boss. There we go.
They got wings, I got wings. They angels. Am I an angel? Oh, don't
Not quite.
block me. They went that way.
The dimensional orb
Alright, let's grab Dimensional Orb, Dimensional Orb.
pass
Bop.
through to destroy it.
Come on, give me the headshot. I'm over here, you idiot. I can't headshot you when you're looking at something else. There we go. No, 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 no. Shit. I can't reach out there, and I don't want to go into that laser beam. Bop. Hey there. Can you look at me? Whoop. No. No escape. Nope. Bad angel. Bad angel. Use 177 for literally that reason. Honestly, I'd probably just switch out the bomb. I don't need the bomb. Ah, shit. I cast that wrong. 10 for 7. 4 doesn't work too well against these. Oop. There we go. That was better. Ah, headshots are so hard to get with damage numbers on. But we're fine, we're done. We're Gucci.
Keep that beak in the off position.
Yeah, 4 works well enough for long range when using Maduro, but then if I was using Maduro... sorry. Yeah, Maduro with Void Strike, I would just obliterate that thing anyway with my 7. So I just wouldn't need to worry then either. But there we are. That is the stupidest way of fighting a boss I have ever seen. Like, just completely ridiculous. As I say, I will be reporting that straight to DE as soon as this stream is all wrapped up. Because that shouldn't exist. So, I would recommend you don't use what you've seen here, at least in terms of Oberon. I'd really recommend you don't, because I expect it to be removed, and on that basis alone, using it is putting your account at risk. I have to tell you that much. I don't expect anything to be done against people who have casually done it here or there, but I'm doing my due diligence to tell you, don't do that. Just don't. Was that the 60 Eye boss? Yes, that was, yeah. Just in case you're curious, here's your proof. There's some Dali. So yeah, don't do that. Don't do the Oberon Strat there. This was more scientific curiosity. Zomba pointed out that it was a thing, and that proved that it could work. 60i make you respawn? You can only respawn when you're not in the 60i fight. Before the fight and after the fight, you can respawn. In the middle of it, you can't. Amazing, but it took 30 minutes. 30 minutes solo with a jank strat using a Spore Laser kit gun. I wasn't even using anything in Incarnon. Yeah. Seeing On-Call Crew, maybe you wonder if you can call Inspector Army for this boss. You can call Inspectors, you can't call in On-Call Crew. Actually, I think you just have to summon everything before the fight. Now I think about it. Yeah, I think you just summon them before the fight and it's fine. Anyway, that... It's going to have to wrap it up there.
I'm fine.
Sanbabe. 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 We have a rule against bad jokes. That is exceptionally bad taste right now, and you know it. Are there any weapons that are on Latent Ceramic Glaive Knife tier? Or are they just that much ahead? A lot of the Incarnons are just ridiculously powerful. A lot of them. The Burst and Prime here, Burst and Prime Incarnon, is absolutely ludicrously powerful. I really like it. You've got things like the Torrid Incarnon, the Latron Incarnon. Both of those are ridiculously powerful as well. Ceramic is great, but it's also got kind of, its own things going on. It's more of a... It makes other things great. I've heard some good things about Lex as a room clearer. Jewel Toxis, how can I forget that? Jewel Toxis is stonkingly good, especially for ads. Furious is really good for the boss. Oh yeah, because it's got the heals as well, yeah. Lifesteal. That'll get some work done, absolutely. Every electric melee gets close contagion, which is dumb. True. Very, very true. So yeah, there's a lot of really powerful weapons these days. Like, we're not just shoehorned into the Kuva Brahma, Kuva Tsar, Kuva Ogress meta. There's a lot of options these days. Absolutely, a lot of options. Right, few things I want to go over with you, chat. In general, let me first of all make sure I've got the setup right. God, you can hear that I'm at the end of my day. You can hear the difference. Just from start of stream to now, you can hear where my voice is going. I love it when I'm this ill. I don't. I never do. Close that. Just wonder if there are any other melee that is good but lost ability to type. Alright. Voices going holiday? Yep. I mean... Praedos, Inadem, Cronin, Glaive, all exceptionally powerful. Strover can get plenty of work done in the right circumstances. With some of the other Incarnons, some are more impressive than others. The Cybear really pissed me off, quite frankly. How could they still not make it worth it? Deep Chem voice? It can go deeper. When I get really ill, it goes right deep. Am I fully sharding Lavos or wait until Prime? Not only is Lavos fully sharded, he's also triple emerald. Yeah. Time for ASMR? I never understand ASMR, quite honestly. Anyway, as I say, there's a few things I wanted to talk to you about. So, first of all, in case anyone has missed the announcements over on the announcements channel, this is the Christmas schedule for the streams. Basically, no change from normal. Still going to be streaming at all the ordinary times. So, we're on the 24th today, 27th, 3 days from now. We've still got the Warframe stream. On the 29th, that's Friday next week, I'm doing an AMA stream. So, if you've got any questions you would like to add for the AMA, Ask Me Anything questions, pop them into this channel here. There's quite a few. So, if you want me to answer it, you probably really need to put it in here, because it's going to take me a while to get through all of these questions. But if you haven't done those just yet, that's where you want to be putting them. That channel is open to absolutely everyone. If you're a subscriber as well, whether you've subscribed for yourself today or been gifted one, you'll also have access to Supporter Tea Lounge and the Variety Friday poll. There isn't a Variety poll for this Friday, of course, because it's the AMA stream. Go figure. On the AMA, there is also the giveaway going on for this item supporter pack. You can't think of anything? Well, if you've not got a question to ask, you're not got a question to ask. Other people have asked plenty of questions. You may want to hear the answers to some of those, though. So make sure you still tune in. Duthrox, I want to thank you for the Arcane Dissolution video. I was waiting for someone to publish that analysis. You're very welcome. Do patrons also have access to channels? Yes. So, the Supporter Tea Lounge is open to anyone who is a subscriber here on Twitch, a member on YouTube, or a Patreon supporter. Any of those three will give you access. Any of those three. Obviously, if you've got more than one, you still have access. It doesn't change things. The only change is that you can change the tier of name that you have. So, Twitch subscribers, supporters on Patreon, and YouTube members all have the same pink. If you go to tier 2 on Twitch, you get a lighter pink, and if you're tier 3, it goes even higher. Infinity, you get all the way up to the special Infinity tier, which is mostly bragging rights when it comes to the Discord. What are my thoughts on Corvex? It seems, honestly, pretty basic as a frame. Pretty basic. Like, there are bits and combos that come together, but overall it seems like a very basic set overall. I see you. I see you guys. So yeah, that's the bits and pieces on that side. But today we do still have the Platinum giveaway, which I'll be drawing in just a moment. Exclamation mark ticket. Words. Exclamation mark ticket in the chat for a chance to win that. It doesn't matter what platform you're on, whether you're on Switch, PlayStation, Xbox, or PC. And of course, if you have a cross-save account as well, that is also perfectly eligible. I don't know how it works with regards to what account the Platinum is on, if it's Switch or not Switch for trading. Well, you can't trade it anyway, so it doesn't matter. That solves that answer, actually. Huzzah! Huzzah. You think Cyanex's the best all-round frame? Well, fair enough then, Potato. Fair enough. Not long till Christmas? Yes, indeed. It is, here in the UK, just under 80 minutes away now. Double-digit minutes left to Christmas. Who'd have thunk it? I'll give you guys and gals a moment on grabbing a ticket there. Anyone of any particular persuasion can enter, of course. It's all good on that. You forgot what animation set is this? This is Harrow Noble. I like the Harrow Noble because it gets him sounding like that. We don't look at the clipping. Don't focus on the clipping there. Just enjoy the proud stance. Does the UK have multiple time zones? Officially, no. There are probably going to be UK territories beyond the standard GMT time zone, but the entire British Isles are all in standard GMT, or GMT +1 during British summertime. Yeah, the British Isles, the United Kingdom of Great Britain, Northern Ireland, plus the Republic of Ireland is all GMT. I think the Republic of Ireland is GMT. I don't see why they wouldn't be. Yeah. If you want bad clipping, Fairy Grendel? Yeah, that's a thing, isn't it? That is definitely a thing. Alright then, that's enough time for everyone to get in on the giveaway if they're wanting a chance to win it. Anyone who hasn't entered clearly just doesn't want it. It's giving everyone else even more of an opportunity. How very nice of you. Which means then, we can draw the winner... My voice is really gone. The winner today of the Platinum giveaway is indeed going to be... Joe Dark 90. Joe Dark, congratulations, you are the winner today. I'll be contacting you shortly after the end of this stream to get a hold of your Warframe username and platform. We'll get that sent on over to you there. Joe Dark, congratulations. And make sure you actually respond within 24 hours, or we'll have to give it to someone else. Okay, is there anything I've not covered as yet? Eyebrow is broken, I have a cold. Make sure you're subscribed on YouTube, it's free, so why wouldn't you? We are getting close to 100,000 on YouTube, and honestly, it's been a long road, and I'd really like to see that 100k. I know we're not going to do it this year, that would be ridiculous. Like 10,000 subscribers in a few days, that's not happening. Even if it did happen, YouTube will be like, that's not real. That's not real, you can't have that. Yeah. Merry Christmas from GMT to +1. Merry Christmas to you too. It doesn't matter, it's like 15 minutes to go or however much. It's the Christmas period. You could say Merry Christmas at that point. I've had Christmas with family a whole week early before now, simply because we couldn't get the family together for Christmas. Too many jobs and too many places going, no, we can't have you away on those days because we need you for this very important... I mean, I understand it. I understand it, but yeah. Sarcastic Penguin, coming back right at the end here. Back, don't know my damage against the ads, but I can confirm 109, 374 is not a hard cap. I was dealing more or less damage with a non-damage cap weapon. Were you dealing more than 109k at times?
Just to clarify that point, Sarcastic, did you say you dealt more than 109,000 damage in a single hit? Yes. Interesting. That is very, very interesting. So that person's video, whoever you came across there, with a level cap hit, didn't actually... Sorry, not level cap, damage cap hit, didn't even hit the theoretical damage cap of just the game can't handle the number anymore. That's very interesting. Did I grind another game as hard as Warframe? Yes. I'd say just the one other. As much as I put as many hours, roughly as many hours into either line, the only game I've really put anywhere near as much completion into would be RuneScape. Which, up until the most recent skill they added, Necromancy, I had all of them 99. I couldn't be bothered with getting the Necromancy up. I'm not going back to that. Been there, done that. No thanks. Just no. There you are. You knew it would have been RuneScape? Yeah, well. RS3, because I started way back when, in, yeah, early 2000s. In fact, here's what will break some of you. That account that I have on RuneScape is older than some of the people watching the stream right now. I don't want to know how many of you. I'm not asking your ages. Please do not share your ages. I don't want to know. Twitch doesn't want to know, because someone's going to get themselves banned. But I have owned that account longer than a number of people here have been alive, which is kind of wild. Can voice confusing you? Yeah. Yeah, my voice is really going now. It really is. So, we should probably be wrapping up before I do some permanent damage. That wouldn't be good. Peg was saying, damage ranging from 90k to 150k with constant heavy attacking. Interesting, okay. Because I was throwing out tens of thousands per projectile. You know, thinking multi-shot with my Spore Laser here. So it's kind of interesting you were hitting that kind of amount with heavy attacks, where I could just kind of bap it in the general direction and go tens and tens and tens of thousands. Who thanks will make you feel old? I mean, I'm older than Google. So, you know. That breaks a few young'uns' minds. How can someone be older than Google? I am. Cheers. Alright. We need to be raiding, because we've been raided twice today, so we absolutely have to raid to someone else. Like, it is the law. To have been raided twice like this, we have to raid to someone else. Is Ken a relic to be cracked? What? Sounds like I'm not the only one who is sick at the moment. Someone has a fever, evidently. Who can we raid today? Who can we raid today? That is always the ever-present question. I'm just going to mute up the Discord audio in case someone is streaming something they should not be streaming. Or at least I shouldn't be, who knows? They might have the rights. Let's see. Not going to raid myself. We can go to... I don't recognize these people. I suppose, you know, only anyone well established is probably off just enjoying themselves, having worked hard enough to earn themselves a Christmas. It's only us here who aren't good at content creation. I'm just going to check out this one real quickly, make sure it's nothing too stupid. Bear with me a chat, just make sure we wouldn't be raiding into something bad. Okay, never mind, not with that language, we are not going there, thank you very much. When I tune in, then the first few things I hear are actually just more swear words than not, yeah. That ain't good. Let me just do this and that, and switch to try the next. Right, that is a VTuber, that's no camera, that's no camera. How about this one? Excellent, nothing. Their stream is basically muted. That's no good. Gojad, almost cured. Glad to hear. Sorry, I'm not following. Sorry. Let's keep digging down the list there and skip over another couple of VTubers because I just do not raid VTubers. How about this stream? That's good enough. That's good enough. They ain't swearing. It's all fine. Let's go to someone who has no idea that there is about to be a raid. let's go to someone completely unexpected, and let's give them an absolutely wonderful Merry Christmas, eh? Let's give them the biggest of gifts that we can give from this stream. I want you all to be on your best behaviour, but that is all that we've got time for today, chat. Thank you very much for joining me in. I will be live again in 3 days' time if I've not died from this cold, because, you know, I might just fall over and collapse. It's a thing. I'll try and get rid of these viral procs. But in the meantime, have a very Merry Christmas. I'll see you in the next one. Bye-bye.